Chaim Schneider, age 64. Josef Wiener, age 5. Hersh Krakowski, age 32. Lisa Rabinovich, age 5. Eric Nothman, age 5. Josef Baronas, age 3. Beryl Glushek, age 2. Peril Glushek, age 4. Mina Gurvich, age 7. Benjamin Ikovich, age 10. Yeshahu Indichtein, age 2. Leah Karnavsky, age 4. Chaim Karnavsky, age 10. Eliyahu Kizaniski, age 7. Shinel Kushelis, age 3. Azarai Lemchin, age 8. Kaya Lavina, age 9. Lalia Malazki, age 10. Yakov Nemenchinsky, age 7. Etel Oramayan, age 3. Dovid Oramayan, age 5. Beryl Puzariski, age 8. Ruti Salk, age 4. Aurea Sperling, age 7. Herschel Versvasky, age 3. Efim Kunicher, age 2. Vazia Stanislavskaya, age 6. Baru Aaron, age 7. Riketa Afumadu, age 7. Nizeta Akerich, age 7. Marika Amarillo, age 2. Isaac Avram, age 7. Moche Azus, age 1. Stella Azus, age 3. Hasdai Baruch, age 5. Irene Bernardo, age 3. Yitzhak Cohen, age 1. Perla Cohen, age 7. Yosef Cohen, age 9. Huena Hayam, age 3. Nisam Hayam, age 6. Jacques Carasso, age 4. Rebecca Levy, age 4. Luna Levy, age 6. Sterina Levy, age 7. Elia Manoa, age 5.
Dita Menyats, age 6. Miriam Schwartz, age 1. Mina Shmilevich, age 2. Chaya Feintuch, age 56. Beryl Hausner, age 34. Hirsch Koner, age 31. Elias Shepler, age 45. Malchia Weiss, age 63. Jakau Zomerman, age 54. Bajla Zugman, age 24. Shmuel Stigler, age 81. Andras Weiss, age 7. Ethel Weiss, age 34. Jeno Schoen, age 54. Zorik Berkovich, age 9. Rudika Blostein, age 2. Agi Fisher, age 3. Thomas Goldstein, age 2. Judith Gritz, age 6. Gurika Gross, age 1. Mihaly Gulai, age 6. Agi Han, age 4. Thomas Kutira, age 7. Laszlo Ivany, age 6. Georgi Kelemen, age 7. Andras Lengiel, age 1. Hillel Liechtenstein, age 6. Arne Liechtenstein, age 7. Susanna Lovinger, age 2. Duri Lowenstein, age 5. Thomas Scheffer, age 3. Laszlo Schoenberger, age 3. Izachar Schoenfeld, age 3. Judith Schwartz, age 3. Andras Serini, age 2. Guri Stark, age 4. Miklos Weil, age 7. Georgi Weiss, age 9. Tommy Weiss, age 10. Mari Weiss, age 10. Alice Wolfgang, age 4. Thomas Box, age 18. Laszlo Bakos, age 41. Laszlo Balasa, age 37. Mansi Bandel, age 43. Zoltan Bant, age 60.
Simcha Winter, 27. Nachum Lowski, 40. Heichik Wigalski, 68. Ezekiel Yakubowitz, 62. Nuchum Shadaman, 33. Solomon Zimgrad, 58. Bajil Werdigzir, 3. Chaja Kurtz, 88. Mirzam Friedman, 2. Jeno Stark, 20. Sandor Shoesman, 29. Josephine Foldis, 54. Josephine Groff, 44. Georgi Leichner, 35. Zoltan Leichner, 44. Artun Leicht, 56. Emike Oleg, 22. Lily Schnur, 30. Carolee Schwartz, 24. Janone Steiner, 22. Georgi Steiner, 26. Laszlo Steiner, 34. David Shosbull, 62. Larika Weltman, 24. Erman Burwald, 24. Laszlo Fried, 34. Sila Goldschald, 64. Roswell Gruenwald, 44. Jacob Lowy, 84. Ignacy Borges, 44. Elja Swimmer, 59. Wira Wago, 49. Judith White, 28. Marisha Weltman, 41. Rochelle Rajic, 48. Mihaly Flam, 10. Laszlo Hejidus, 8. Jabika Schwartz, 6. Yanni Epstein, 35. Mirjam Ernfeld, 30. Eichik Ernfeld, 34. Teresa Vizlovitz, 19. Margaret Fistman, 39. Abraham Friesch, 49. Bernhard Goldstein, 52. Laszlo Hegedus, 8.
Nohim Masliansky, age 9. Emma Mellon, age 4. Salomon Milikovsky, age 3. Soma Milikovsky, age 5. Eric Milkus, age 3. Ira Milievskaya, age 7. Besia Mokoboski, age 6. Mikhail Mostrovich, age 5. Vilya Murak, age 5. Alexander Nathanson, age 5. Yosef Perelman, age 6. Lisa Raklina, age 9. Alec Rachmenchik, age 10. Katya Rusova, age 1. Yakov Rolbein, age 5. Basia Rothstein, age 2. Alla Rosovskaya, age 3. Manya Rubina, age 2. Sonia Rubina, age 7. Meir Rudnitsky, age 10. Emily Riskin, age 4. Tanya Segalovich, age 10. Ercole Schwartzbort, age 2. Genya Segalchik, age 1. Sveta Serebryansky, age 8. Lilia Shaikovich, age 1. Maya Schneider, age 4. Lucia Schneider, age 8. Yulik Slepian, age 6. Fira Slouch, age 7. Alec Tabarinsky, age 6. Ira Tights, age 4. Rafa Tatensky, age 9. Tanya Tribu, age 2. Ina Vaganets, age 7. Lara Weinerman, age 3. Julia Weingaus, age 7. Ludmila Feinstein, age 7. Genya Yesipovich, age 10. Yelena Yudilevich, age 1. Elia Zayat, age 5. Anya Sukovitsky, age 5. Shlomek Sharfstein, age 8. Henia Aronovska, age 44. Fischl Fishbein, age 59.
And the people who were killed during the Holocaust were my close family. Heinrich was a Mentia, Erna was a Mentia, Matilde Porges, Dr. Friedrich Porges, Dr. William Schick, Gisela Schick, Ludwig Schick, Dora Schick, and Oscar Winter.
Ruin Greinig, Raphael Hochberg, Jochid Honig, Ben Cezanne Honig, Heike Jut, Heinz Honig, Hirsch Kaiser, Abraham Kellner, Abraham Kellner, Oxy Ketai, Rashi Ketai, Herzl Ketai, Yente Kilchik, Zanwell Kilchik, Yahil Kilchik, Michael Kupelwasser, Samuel Lakris, Moisha Leifshis, Pinchas Martyr, Israel Morel, Itka Monsign, Israel Monsign, Raka Monsign, Heinrich Promo, Otzi Reich, Lipa Reich, Ite Reich, Fischl Reichenfeiner, Geckel, Sames, Neshe Tafler, Joel Tafler, Gito Tafler, Moisha Tafler, Brendel Tafler, Pinchas Taflers, and another Pinchas Tafler, Haya Teitelbaum, Haya Teitelbaum, Shimba Teitelbaum, Gertel Taterbaum, Yaakov Teitelbaum, Gito Taterbaum, Joshum Weber, Stidel Weichmann, Shalom Watzman, and Yakshud Veles.
Simha Perelman, 8. Marik Perlmutter, 2 years old. Iziu Polanitzer, 6. Anita Rosner, 6. Erna Rosner, 10. Lelucia Shiramat, 10. Mattel Scarver, 3. Marik Snitzer, 7. Itzhak Schoolkind, 6. Silka Silberstein, 7. Sarah Sterner, 8. Halinka Steinglitz, 4. Maricia Steinglitz, 4. Liba Semkowitz, 3. Gizia Ziperber, 10. Marilla Ubersweld, 3. Marcel Weisenberg, 3. Ludwig Weisen, 4. Merikla Wendishk, 5. Nehama Wertheimer, 6. Isaac Wertheimer, 10. Chaha Beckman, 36. Ita Beagle-Leeson, 24. Liba Simkowitz, 3. Gizia Zepber, 10. Marilla Ubersweld, 3. Marcel Weisberg, 3. Ludwig Weisen, 4. Marilika Windisch, 5. Nehama Wertheimer, 6. Isaac Wertheimer, 10. Chaha Beckman, 36. Ita Begelson, 24. I'm sorry, 34. Benjamin Bilgoraj, 47. Lifa Blawat, 88. Franziska Bornstein, 34. Salam Birnbaum, 59. Wolf Diamond, 27. Slimo Dombrowski, 35. Rika Friedman, 22. Jitla Geller, 32. Mordecai Goldstaff, 91. Yehoshua Goleninska, 46. Naftali Gutman, 46. Rosa Grinspan, 24. Rachel Grossfeld, 57. Mondek Gross, 35. Joseph Grungross, 43. Amalha Haas, 34. Abraham Haas, 63. Zeinwell Hirschberg, 41. Ernest Tina Himmelblau, 77. Joseph Hockhauser, 40. Tila Hollander, 37. Abe Ram Jacob Bovici, 20.
Jacob Rockman, age 47. Razel Rosenzweig, age 31. Molly Wartrack, age 23. Yitzhak Zachman, age 28. Manis Zimmerman, age 50. Dwozia Zur, age 42. Andrei Jakubovich, age 7. Blima Landsberg, age 2. Freddie Rodlewski, age 7. Rosia Drunowska, age 31. Blima Landsberg, age 40. Franziska Rosner, age 8. Israel Galiki, age 59. Fanny Gottesman, age 40. Yitzhak Najorf, age 33. Shmuel Zilberman, age 39. Etil Stalinki, age 37. Chaim Zilberman, age 50. George Goldstein, age 5. Alina Pfeffer, age 4. Carol Popper, age 8. Jana Singer, age 10. Anita Brandeis, age 6. Jan Dubsky, age 7. Olinka Cohn, age 9. Peter Reinisch, age 7. Hannah Zakarar, age 3. Barek Najman, age 4. Eliu Galinska, age 8. Sarel Damsky, age 8. Erwin Egelhart, age 2. Julia Schumann, age 7. Gertrude Kellerman, age 10. Vicha Trofimulek, age 6. Zorel Friedman, age 6. Manya Strom, age 38. Shmuel Weingast, age 30. Ben Zion Furster, age 34. Rania Schiffman, age 40. Fanny Altschuler, age 5. Mordechai Blumenkrantz, age 35. Mordechai Herzog, age 60. Henya Leinvent, age 50. Nahum Lovenkran, age 35. Jacob Manshine, age 44. Hanya Rector, age 40.
Ruth Lubb, age 5. Edda Ozenbad, age 10. Benzian Nessenbaum, age 1. Sonia Favanova, age 3. Zana Krasnaya, age 5. Valerie Reitzis, age 3. Misha Svindowski, age 2. Shoyendel Weiss, age 9. Amory Huskovitz, age 20. Mer Weinberger, age 54. Samuel Blow, age 39. Mordecai Fettman, age 47. Monto Friedman, age 52. Shmuel Goldstein, age 39. Edel Gutmann, age 59. Erna Klein, age 24. Miriam Klein, age 47. Yeshkol Schwartz, age 40. Hanka Shulevitz, age 35. Jacob Weiss, age 20. Arvia Weiss, age 48. Elena Klein, age 48. Jenny Voido, age 62. Rahel Korpner, age 9. Yakov Yokovitz, age 59. Gisela Greenbaum, age 42. Jenna Noworth, age 46. Miklos Weinberger, age 46. Rachel Brookstam, age 56. Shluva Levy, age 27. Sivai Levy, age 56. Ivada Svark, age 31. Aaron Svark, age 34. Chaim Svark, age 74. Gilda Mandel, age 4. Israel Svichel, age 57. Hanse Beck, age 8. Yedlanka Eckstein, age 2. Katarina Newman, age 4. Mickey Rosenthal, age 8. Otukar Silverstein, age 8. Paterka Voida, age 6. Burl Weitman, age 92. Zelman Leibovitz, age 9. Itzhak Laks, age 7. Miriam Zelikovic, age 10.
Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Ishak Zalesny, age 52. Judith Hochfelter, age 21. Rezo Hochfelter, age 54. Gert Steinhardt, age 5. Tony Rotenberg, age 44. Shauna Sarna, age 53. Shauna Spock, age 50. Shil Swerk, age 43. Abraham Greenberg, age 5. Chaim Pasecki, age 10. Yosef Rosenbaum, age 6. Yankel Thompson, age 6. Yodel Dragitsky, age 27. Benjamin Liu, age 34. Yente Lubashitsky, age 32. Chaim Ternowski, age 38. Elisa Schrenkiger, age 52. Lunik Wagner, age 34. Sia Maisel, age 2. Junik Moses, age 9. Pepsia Moses, age 10. Shandell Shapira, age 5. Anita Schoenfeld, age 4. Tusia Waldhorn, age 7. Salka Kuchenberg, age 24. Sila Holloman, age 38. Rebecca Lowenberg, age 60. Moshe Lowenberg, age 23. Maza Paleska, age 22. Yankel Lurie, age 10. Israel Sepelwitsk, age 58. Iska Druzhinow, age 11. Elikum Druzhinow, age 43. Hersa Druzhinow, age 77. Shauna Washington, age 37. Maher Borowski, age 7. Zalman Zames, age 32. Shaha Zames, age 37. Faja Zmirin, age 30. Sima Munich, age 30. Sajay Sajmerg, age 72. Moshe Landsberg, age 28. Noah Gahar, age 49. Raphael March, age 45. Rika Landsberg, age 20. Chaim Spiegel, age 50.
My parents were Holocaust survivors. I was born at a displaced person camp in Berlin, Germany. My parents were Leon Gersten and Paula Gersten. I'm going to read some names of those who perished during the Holocaust. Miral Roth, age 6. Joseph Backer, 37. Itzhak Seymour, 40. Rahel Midovink, 52. Margaret Zink, 15. Yolova Perlman, age 5. Rahel Perlman, 5 years old. Sorolta Measles, 67, excuse me. Rivka Schenk, 64. Yosef Likwarnik, 34. Aida Smarler, 42. Sita Rager, 2 years old. Peppa Smarler, 41. Dewara Zilberg, 21. Gula Paneth, 19. Clara Abraham, 6 years old. Marjan Zamet, 31. Zisel Was, 62. Matthias Zabados, 52. Yanko Schreiber, 9 years old. Zoli Berkovitz, 5 years old. Pearl Hitter, 2 years old. Ibalika Kellner, 2 years old. Gavorky Silberman, 16 years. Laszlo Silberman, 48. Jano Tischler, 37. Ferenc Roth, 54. Elsa Bosch, 10 years old. Margit Friedman, 9 years old. Pearl Freudy, 3 years old. Blimu Geller, 10. Nellie Geller, 10. Kati Gulek, 9 years old. Tomi Gross, 6 years old. Josef Grunberger, 5 years old. Tomi Jakobsen, 6 years old. Haya Kraus, 6 years old. Yazi Kraus, 9 years old. Ozzy Kraus, 10 years old. Aniko Loudman, 9 years old. Sinjay Lieberman, 8 years old. Zender Lieberman, 10 years old. Duved Markovitz, 5 years old. Friede Markovitz, 9 years old. Aji Markovitz, 10 years old. Izig Mendelovitz, 7 years old.
Israel Steinfeld, age 54. Carolyn Trebich, age 63. Bernard Wilk, 44. Yosef Leibovich, age 20. Yosala Cooperman, 7. Anya Marstein, age 7. Batya Marstein, 8. Stil Lijner, 23. Yosef Roth, age 22. Fira Azen, 3. Celia Azen, 9. Leonia Bickreicher, aged 5. Manya Perelmuter, 5. Rivka Lebovich, 6. Faiga Vash, age 9. Igorko Hirschberger, 5. Mordek Klamak, age 7. Bilya Churgin, 9. Sofa Kazakevich, 5. Fira Kazakevich, 9. Gabi Spitzer, 1. Leicha Spitzer, 10. Juliana Weiss, aged 4. Miriam Sohr, age 9. Toma Schlepakov, age 1. Fanya Pocadelo, 9. Fenya Nakamkina, 5. Bilyumya Nakamkina, 7. Tetsilia Budkina, age 3. Pesha Budkina, 6. Burka Golderbit, age 4. Ulya Deshevkaya, 6. Tanya Gorbach, 3. Baruch Schneider, 9. Isaac Zickerman, age 4. Wolf Zickerman, age 10. Yevgeny Yeroshuk, 5. Lilia Prigozina, 5. Yosel Fleischman, age 8. Itik Ackerman, 5. Itik Ackerman, 7. Riven Mardar, 9. Fischel Mardar, 10. Devis Pecher, 10. Chiva Bukarestine, 9. Raya Jempolshi, 10.
Muriel Roth,
age 6. Joseph Backer, age 37. Ichak Simmer, age 40. Rachel Miodomwinick, age 52. Margit Schenk, age 18. Lova Perlman, age 5. Rakiel Perlman, age 5. Zarolta Measles, age 67. Rivki Schenk, age 64. Joseph Lakornik, age 34. Ada Smarler, age 42. Sita Reger, age 2. Peppa Smarler, age 41. Dwora Zeilerberg, age 21. Gula Paneth, age 19. Clara Abraham, age 6. Marjam Zamet, age 31. Zeisel Wash, age 62. Matthias Sabados, age 52. Jankel Schreiber, age 9. Zoli Berkowitz, age 5. Pearlie Hitter, age 2. Ibolika Kellner, age 2. Yorgi Silberman, age 16. Laszlo Silberman, age 48. Jenno Tischler, age 37. Ferenz Roth, age 54. Elza Bosch, age 10. Margit Friedman, age 9. Pearl Freudy, age 3. Blimu Geller, age 10. Nellie Geller, age 10. Katie Cluck, age 9. Tommy Gross, age 6. Joseph Grumberger, age 5. Tommy Jacobson, age 6. Chaja Kraus, age 6. Jazzy Kraus, age 9. Ozzy Kraus, age 10. Aniko Lautman, age 9. Sinaj Lieberman, age 8. Schneider Lieberman, age 10. Duvid Markovitz, age 5. Friedy Markovitz, age 9. A.G. Markovitz, age 10. Isig Mendelwitz, age 7.
Peter Koonstam was born in Amsterdam in 1936. His parents, Hans and Ruth Koonstam, had fled to Amsterdam, the Netherlands, from Germany in the early days of the Nazi regime. In Amsterdam, the Koonstam family lived downstairs from the family of Anne Frank. Peter's mother became a close friend of Edith Frank, and Anne became Peter's babysitter. Peter's parents decided to flee Amsterdam as Nazi persecution of Jews in the Netherlands increased. The Koonstams reached safety in Argentina after a dangerous year-long journey through Belgium, France, and Spain.
Peter is here today because of extraordinary coincidences and circumstances. He was born in Amsterdam during a difficult time. By the time he was 5 years old, living in Amsterdam became intolerable. But as we all know, there are good and bad people in this world. Peter and his parents, Hans and Ruth, survived the Holocaust together, even though his parents' marriage was over. To quote his father, he also realized that we would never have made it without Ruth's ingenuity, courage, quick wit, language skills, and her extraordinary rapport with people. The underground and resistance organizations were a tremendous help to our escape. Nor would we have survived without our son Peter. He was the primary reason why we fled Amsterdam together. Many times when our fate hung by a thread, I believe that he made the difference. He softened the hearts which had been inured against pleas for help by hundreds of asylum seekers who had come before us. Because of Peter and his sunny disposition, people made exceptions, gave us food, and granted us residence permits and passports denied to others who were traveling.
I want to thank the Florida Holocaust Museum and all its executive management, and now you, my new friend, for this interview today, which is really our first Zoom interview that I'm giving on this very important subject. I would like to introduce my father, Hans Konstam. This picture was taken in 1980 when he was living in Munich and wrote a manuscript telling the story of our escape from the Netherlands. He had returned to live in Germany in 1964 and was an artist who had studied at the Bauhaus and the Gropius in the 1920s in Dessau, Germany. On the upper left is my father and my mother, who married in 1932 in Fürth, Germany, which is outside of Nuremberg. My parents were married on March 17, 1932 in the Große Synagogue in Nuremberg, Germany, meaning the big synagogue in Germany. What you see on the upper right is what happened if you compare the picture in 1938 with the synagogue on the left bottom, and you can see the synagogue and the construction of this building having been completely or almost completely destroyed. On the bottom right is what remains as a remembrance of where the synagogue stood, with the names of those who were the officers of the synagogue. Life as my parents knew it in Nuremberg ended in September of 1933. After 1 year of marriage, my parents were forced to flee Germany. My father had painted a Saint Sebastian painting accused of being degenerate, which was seen from the street by somebody who walked by and accused this painting of being degenerate. Chief of police called my grandfather to alert his son to leave Germany immediately. And you can see on the top left the gatherings of the rally grounds from 1933 onwards, 500,000 people there. And on the top of the colonnade, which is not seen, was a big swastika. It's awesome to see it even today. It can be visited, and actually the Nazi emblems are gone, but to give you an idea what this was like. On the upper right is a photograph of then Hitler on in the first row in uniform, just having been nominated Chancellor of Germany. And you can see the other officers under German standards and banners in the back resembling the Roman Legion. On the bottom is what happened in 1940, the occupation of the lowlands and the Nazi army moving in full march gear. These are just 3 of dozens and dozens of demeaning, insulting posters that the Nazi Party had printed and shown to the folks. The one that is very bizarre on the upper left, what it means in translating it means the guardian angel. So you see the depicted demeaning Jewish person, meaning rich, maybe a banker holding a bag of money in his left hand and holding hands of the angel of the Nazi Party. The one in the middle is obvious. I don't think it needs any description. And the one on the bottom left is the Jew. And on the bottom it says vote list 1, which was an election, and they were promoting the campaign of Franz von Papen, who was a very well-known person at that time.
This is a street called Merveda Plain, where the Koonstams moved to when they moved to Amsterdam. The Koonstams lived on the ground floor at number 17, and they had a little garden in the back. And the Franks, Otto Frank with Anna Frank, lived on the 3rd and 4th floor apartment a few doors away. We have a scooter in front of there, which was something that Peter and Anna played with very much. And in fact, she was riding around with him on the back of the scooter when they fell off, and Peter has a scar on his chin thanks to falling off the scooter at that time. Anna often came down to play with Peter, probably more because his mother and grandmother, who was also living there, were very friendly and warm, and were very accepting of her. These are pictures probably taken around 1940 of the Frank family, Otto and Margot and Edith. And this is also pictures of the Koonstam family at that time. Peter's father, Hans, his mother, Ruth, grandmother, Clara. Here is a picture of Anna looking out her back window towards the Koonstam apartment. Behind the apartment of the Koonstams was a small piece of land. It was there that Peter and Anna often played. It was a safe place to play. There was an escape route that Peter's father used through a back alley when they needed to escape.
Edith, who was Anna's mother, complained to my mother Ruth that Anna was always leaving her writings scattered around their apartment. Ruth suggested to Edith that she get Anna a diary for her 13th birthday on June 12th of 1942 to keep her writings in one place. And so she did. And the rest is history. So on the upper right is the copy of the picture of the famous diary. On the upper left are photographs, pictures of what Anna, who was a sprightly young girl. She was 7 years older than I was. Interested in movie stars. You can see some of the movie stars on the wall, but she had many more. She was interested in fashion. I remember her with red high heels and cosmetics. She was a very bubbly, sprightly, advanced for her age young girl. And as Susan said, she knew where things were in our apartment. She came down almost daily, would pick me up from school also. And I had to witness her playing characters that she was dreaming up, of plays or theater and whatever. On the bottom are pictures of two of the pages that she wrote of her diary. Here now we come into a different era. As I indicated, 1940 starts the occupation of quite a few countries in Northern Europe, certainly the lowlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, and other countries. And here are the depiction of different photographs taken. The first, naturally, you have the Star of David, which in Dutch, Jod, meaning Jew. And one of the canals where you can see the Germans marching in as people on the left-hand side of the photograph are fleeing, some with bags in carts, leaving Amsterdam. The rest are self-explanatory, except the one on the bottom left, where
Bottom right.
on the bottom right?
Yes.
Right. Excuse me. One of the things that the Germans did systematically planned and very well without announcing was to invade homes of people on the hour. And generally that was done by a small convoy of 2 or 3 mechanized equipment, a truck, a car with the chief of that particular party, and a motorcycle in front, and the sirens. And they would just come in and conduct their razzias and club everybody down or kill them, machine gun them. And actually they would put all their belongings in the truck, which was then part and property of the Germans.
The Dutch kept very complete records. In the year 1941, a mandate for registration of all Jews living in the Netherlands was issued. Maps were drawn up identifying the name, age, gender, marital status, and location of all Jews living in each city and town. And here on the left, upper left, is where the Koonstams lived, and a few doors down, you can see the picture of where the Franks lived on Merveda Plain. Jewish children were excluded from the public school in 1941. Peter recognizes the teacher in this school, though we are not sure that Peter is in this picture, though there is one child that looks a little like him. This is a copy of an order sent by the Dutch Jewish Council to mostly German Jews, telling them to report for transport to Westerbork, which was a detention, transit, and transportation camp. And these were the items that they had to bring. We make many choices during the course of our lives. Ruth and Hans had to make a choice after receiving orders to report to the railroad station, hide with Anne Frank and her family, or flee Nazi-occupied Holland. Peter's parents made the choice to flee. Hiding with an active 6-year-old boy didn't seem feasible, and their marriage appeared to be over. Hiding together in a small space would have been intolerable.
Once the orders were sent to the people living on Merveda Plain, a total of 1,500 orders were sent out. And we were told later, years later, that only 750 people, neighbors, families, went to the station, and about half, 750, escaped, among them the Otto Franks family and us. So when this order was submitted, what was the plan? What were we going to do? My mother and my parents had been very friendly with a family, a Christian people from Germany that my mother became very friendly with, Gerda Leske. And they had two dress shops, one in Amsterdam and one in Maastricht, which is south of Amsterdam by about 2.5 hours. My mother had, during the good time, my mother had been a Montessori teacher, sort of a little pioneer in this new education program. But once the laws became such that people couldn't work anymore, you saw some of the pictures a few minutes ago on the windows of stores depicted with Jew and a Star of David, and meaning don't buy from them. Some of the stores were destroyed. So it was very, very difficult, almost impossible to work anymore. So what did people do? In the case of my mother, she loved fashion. She was a designer, one of her hobbies, interested also in cosmetics, and an outstanding gregarious salesperson who hit it off with Gerda. And that is also why Anne Frank hit it off with my mother, because the two immediately had this affection and similar tastes and things together. So a meeting was called, very rush, in our apartment between my grandmother, my mother, my father, and a doctor in the neighborhood. And what to do? Well, there were 2 or 3 things that one could do. Stay, and that was a certain detention and sending to concentration camp. One could flee. But how? And in our case, my father had been invited by Otto Frank playing bridge. My parents and the Franks played bridge during curfew for quite a few years, because the occupation started in 1940, but we fled in 1942. So there was a long period of difficulties and making life of not only the Jewish people, but the Romanis, who were gypsies, people who were homosexuals or of color. There weren't that many at that time, and other people who were also persecuted and sent to the camps. The majority were, unfortunately, and actually, the Jewish people. So these things were discussed. To hide with the Franks in their attic was not something that my parents thought was viable. First, nobody knew how long this would all last. 2, I was a little bit of a gregarious young boy, which I still am as an old man. And how would we stay cooped in a small place? So the decision was that this decision was not accepted. The other decision was my grandmother, who was a sprightly woman, a widow, who was a real fighter, as petite as she was, came up with the idea that if her husband, who had been killed in the First World War in the German army, she thought that maybe during the razzias and invading the homes, she would be safe. That didn't really help very much at the end, but that was a thought. Or leave. And if we left, she said, there was a chance to live. The worst that could happen, if we stayed, we would be killed. But if we left, at least we had a chance, and maybe we were lucky and reached safety in some place we didn't know where. The doctor that was there also thought that leaving was a good option. 2 days later, the doctor threw himself down from his apartment in our neighborhood and committed suicide. So my mother immediately called Gerda Leske, who told my mother to gather up her husband and me and go into her office the next morning or that same evening, night, through the back door, and that she would help and take care of us. My father had to fled through the backyard, which you saw, under heavy guard, a block away from German Nazi and controls. And the first thing that we did when we went to her store was to take off our outer garments and remove the Star of David. And that caused a little problem because after a while, the Star of David left a smudge. And how would you cover that? Because the Germans would see immediately that you had a Star of David if you didn't have it on your jacket. So that was taken care of. And Gerda Leske came up with a very, a little bit of an audacious, risky plan. She was going to have a mock fashion show in her Maastricht office. My mother was to be the model. My father, who was an artist, would design the fashions, and I was supposed to not talk and behave. There were no plans about this. So within hours, we left, and the Franks also left the next morning. We left all the next morning. And it was a great day and had moment in our lives. And I remember clearly, I was looking through the living room window with my face against the panel, and she turned once or twice and waved her hand goodbye. And I knew, even though I was only 6 years old, that that was possibly the end. And you don't have to forget that for 2 years or 3, we were under pressure, watching, seeing killings, murderings, machine gunning, like our next door neighbors, 8 people, with no notice or nothing. They came to invade the home and took everything and just machine gunned everybody down. The older lady of that house was a very good friend of my grandmother that played bridge almost every night during curfew. And by the way, a girl, the only one was a girl that was saved in that family. And just about a year ago, the person living in our apartment on Merveda Plain wrote a book which was published, The Story of Merveda Plain. And this young girl, who then was 15, is now in a late 90s, alive, living in Scotland. And we did make a connection, and we had little correspondence, and that was the end of that. So off we had to get some stuff together, a rucksack and some walking boots, and we only took what we could wear: 2 pair of underwears, 2 undershirts, 2 shirts, 2 sweaters, a raincoat, and so on. And that was it. And that was it for many months of our walk, which I will tell you in a little bit. The manager, so we're off in the station in Amsterdam. Mr. Leske was there, was a tall, good-looking man. He had been quite successful businessman in Germany. And we all were had planned to flee separately. Generally, it was my father and I and my mother alone at different times. And this was to ensure safety in case one was apprehended and killed. The other one would have a slight chance of escaping alive. So in the station, my father was greeted by Ad Leske, who shook his hands, and in the hand he had some papers which my father then realized and took, and there was a ticket and etc. He winked his eye, saying, or meaning, your wife and Peter and Ruth are okay, and so off we went. The new development was, there were always new developments on how we were going to handle things on being persecuted and under vigil of being killed. I was not allowed to recognize my parents under any circumstance. So not having had a practice or this or that, we sat in the train, in the railroad car, my mother separate. Gerda came with us to Maastricht, and she was to be my mother for that trip. And then my father was in the back. I did make eye contact with my mother, and there was a sad situation because she looked away, and I realized what I had been told: don't look at me, don't talk to me. That was a new experience, which I still remember to today. And my father was in the back. He had falsified the papers. Inspectors came on, the Gestapo, and actually we were all scared, crazy. And they checked it and didn't say anything. So the artwork and falsification that my father did worked. So what happened then? So you see a picture of Gerda Leske when she was young and attractive. On the bottom is the railroad station in Amsterdam, a newer picture than what it looked like then in 1942. And then 2 maps. The one on the top in yellow is the train ride from Amsterdam south to Maastricht. The next morning, the first night was in the house of the manager of the store, who my father claimed either was a spy or was terribly scared. So we didn't trust him very much. And then we went to cross the border, and the overnight was in a, it turned out, with the help of the underground that did come. You never knew if the underground was going to be helping you or betraying you or not coming. It was cash in advance. My parents were not that rich, so when we left, there was no time to go to a bank or cash money or do this or that. In fact, we couldn't even go to the bank under normal circumstance because we were Jews. So the man came and had made arrangements. We stayed in a field shack that was used by the German Garda patrols as a torture place. And as we walked in, shoes taken off, not to make noise on the cracking stairs going upstairs, while the ladies at the bar were entertaining the Germans, they were all part of the underground, so they were keeping them busy and drinking, noisy, a lot of smoke. And up we went to this bedroom, 3 of us in one bedroom, no facilities, no nothing, which then we realized had been a torture place because it was full of terrible odor and terrible things, including blood splattered all over the place. So we had difficulty sleeping that night because my mother used the raincoats to put on the bed, which then were smudged, and naturally there was no place to have these cleans. There were no laundry or this or that. So as I indicated before, we had what we wore, and that is what we had. During wet times, if it rained or snowed, that was it. There was no way of drying or washing these clothes. So the picture on the bottom is then from Maastricht all the way, the red line continued through Lille, Paris, Valence, Châteauroux, through Lyon, back to Châteauroux, and stopped in Gurs. Well, really, the train was supposed to go from Châteauroux and south of there on a straight line, but it didn't, and went from Gurs to Perpignan. I will tell more about this in a few minutes. Through and after Maastricht, we went through Antwerp, and that was again in part with a train, and then we walked from, we went in Antwerp, got to Lille, which was an interesting occurrence because my mother had never seen her father, nor the father of his daughter, because, as I indicated, my grandmother's husband had been killed in the First War. He knew he was going to have been killed on that mission that one night, and he was. He had a premonition. In any event, here we are in Lille. That is where, under disguises and care, instead of visiting sites, which was very difficult, we couldn't do that anyway. We landed in the cemetery of World War I German soldiers. And that was an entire episode, how we spent a few hours there. But my mother did see one of the numbered graves, which was to be her father, and that was her eventually meeting with the father that she had never been able to know before. From Lille to Paris, that was walking, and the last part of it was with a subway a few miles out of Paris to Paris, with Gestapo in the subway who apprehended my father. He was released by chance and there was a man there looking for people who my father had known in Nuremberg before the war, and he worked now for the Gestapo, who was mandated to gather as many of those 750 people that had fled when we were ordered to go to Westerbork. When we were ordered to do that. There are all kind of adventures in Paris, and I don't know that I have enough time to tell you that, so Ulu and the organization will have to excuse me. I'll be glad to tell you more about this, which is interesting, dangerous, and has some, if you look in hindsight, you may think it's sort of, I don't know if funny, but anyway. So France at that time was already occupied. The red zone was German. The purple zone was not. And Vichy naturally had immediately joined the Axis without any interaction against the Germans. The flag that you're seeing, to me, has a special meaning, and maybe to those who are watching this in the future, who are historians or were veterans, would recognize this flag. This flag is the French flag with the Croix de Lorraine. This was the emblem that was used by the French expatriates who were in Great Britain trying to fight and regain part of their country during D-Day. So the equipment that we saw occasionally, the airplanes and so on, had that logo, we knew they were our friends, or they had the round circles with the English colors on the airplanes. So that was the goal, the Croix de Lorraine, rallying what would become quite a few heroes of France, expatriates trying to regain their country in D-Day. And he gave a very famous speech about that. In fact, he gave two speeches on June 18th, the early 1940s about that. How did people flee and walk and get prepared? And there have been a lot of talks about this and books and etc. But what you're seeing here are individuals, possibly mostly Jews and some not. There's a gentleman there with a hat on the right side. People were fleeing, escaping, dressed like going to work. Both women and men, generally in black garments, polished shoes for men and high heels for women. The high heels in those days were not high heels, but whatever, and hats. And they were on the main streets or highways doing this. Now, if you look at this picture and you extend in the back, you will see some military equipment. And we didn't do that. We went through the fields. We never joined any of these groups. And as you can see, they had their suitcases filled to the hilt and tied with rope and some ties or belts looking out of the seams of the suitcases, or blankets on the shoulders of in this case, a woman. And so how did we manage to stay for weeks and weeks on the fields. And the fields were not even close to these roads because the idea was to avoid any kind of getting even close to military equipment, mostly German, or those who had joined the German axis to fight. So we had what we had on, or when we occasionally came to a farmhouse, if they were not scared and helpful, my mother would use curtains or bed sheets or what have you on an old sewing machine and put some things together so we could wear them, maybe hand wash some of the clothes after weeks and weeks and weeks of having worn them. And that was just part of it. I will not go into further detail. I don't have the time. I don't want to become too graphic. But I'll tell you a funny thing in hindsight. And we are talking about the problems we now have on coronavirus and the shortage of toilet paper. Well, we didn't have toilet paper. I didn't see toilet paper in 1 year. So we had to leave Paris with help of the underground or the resistance. The mythical point to reach at the time, when you saw the map that I just passed between the reddish and the purple, there was a river called Cher, C-H-E-R. This particular photograph really very much reminds me of what we went through. Susan and I searched for this for a long time. And there was a group of 6-8 people that we were. We had been coached by the resistance and underground not to talk, not to yell, not to cough. You couldn't go and do your necessities. As you can see on the front of the picture, there are weeds. So we had to be very careful because, well, we had to be on our bellies. If you move the weeds, it alerted birds. And the area where we crossed the Cher was predominantly chicken area, so there were many chicken coops. And that would alert the chicken, that would alert the German watchdogs. And then the Germans would come and machine gun you down. So, well, there was an elderly couple, a young couple. I have to assume they were from someplace in Central East Germany, Europe. And so here we were at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, bitter cold, gray, covered. Some dogs were barking, the German dogs. They had just killed a few people and mauled them down, which was our luck. So the dogs weren't very hungry. Some lady yelled out something and she was hit on the face to keep her quiet. The elderly couple was first. There was, we found a fisherman with a terrible water-making rowboat. And in the middle of the river, it sunk. And they never uttered one word. And at least we couldn't hear it anyway. And they drowned. And again, that left another impression. So there were impressions every hour or half an hour. There was another impression on sight. Eventually, we made it also to the other side with another rowing boat with another fisherman. There was time of half an hour between one fisherman who's first to the next one, and we didn't know what was going on and what we were doing next. But eventually we landed on the other side, and there were some shots fired. We were lucky. The good thing was I got a prize of a piece of chocolate for having been quiet and behaved. The underground gave me that. It was the first piece of chocolate I had seen in months. And we had to go to the facility naturally. Well, that was another problem. And that's for another time to tell. I will only say this: if you were a man or a male, it was easier than if you were a female.
Chell Dops, age 19. Schnur Dops, age 20. Jacob Dops, age 55. Kete Dworsky, age 41. Herman Feldman, age 25. Marie Gans, age 75. Sven Gettler, age 31. Herman Gettler, age 58. Kalman Gluck, age 65. Izek Gluck, age 27. Philip Goshes, age 60. Lisbeth Grabowski, age 23. Yusuf Grabowski, age 32. Emil Gunst, age 52. Wilhelm Jaroshi, age 57. Hildur Youssef, age 27. Shannon Kaplan, age 20. Jacob Kaplan, age 39. Daniel Kaplan, age 72. Max Kassan, age 34. Para Klein, age 13. Abraham Klein, age 16. Wolf Klein, age 56. Hirsch Kommissar, age 55. Jan Krupp, age 1. Rachel Krupp, age 35. Isak Krupp, age 37. Herman Lahn, age 23. Håkan Laksov, age 32. Kete Lasnik, age 14. Anna Lasnik, age 31. Dora Lasnik, age 53. Dura Lasnik, age 54. Elias Lasnik, age 54. Ragnar Marcus, age 5. Sylvia Marcus, age 16. Liv Marcus, age 17. Leif Marcus, age 23. Yete Marcus, age 52. Selik Marcus, age 60. Moritz Marinovsky, age 62. Herman Mesner, age 30. Leonard Ornstein, age 75. Ivar Pakin, age 16. Ja Pakin, age 51. Maya Philipson, age 31.
Miklos Ichkovitz, 6. Laszlo Younger, 10. Pinchas Linzer, 7. Naomi Rosenthal, 1. Dennis Salzer, 7. Clary Seidner, 8. Georgie Sharfstein, 6. Julia Schwartz, 5. Marika Zofer, 8. Sophia Zofer, 8. Jutka Weinberger, 7. Marika Wiener, 3. Judith Wiener, 4. Lazer Simovitz, 7. Ignaz Bala, 64. Joseph Borenstein, 68. Laszlo Boros, 23. Yakov Brandman, 43. Nella Sinnerman, 56. Irene Davidovich, 62. Sophia Dicker, 19. Deso Drucker, 56. Deso Englander, 27. Polly Fisher, 47. Joseph Fisher, 50. Lenka Friedman, 56. Sander Friedman, 60. Lenka Friedman, 61. Rachel Grinsberg, 48. Shmuel Gertzberg, 52. Alice Gluck, 19. Edith Gluck, 25. Ilyas Gluck, 45. Josef Gluck, 59. Lois Goldstein, 38. Schiffer Greenwald, 30. Lenka Greenwald, 38. Rosie Gross, 39. Gisela Grunwald, 38. Israel Grunwald. Fanny Gutman, 66. Sander Gutman, 30. Gittel Hollander, 30. Lily Hollander, 33.
Isidore Weber, 59. Dawood Lekowitz, 67. Rezi Reich, 54. Yakov Schemberg, age 4. Manya Dayan, age 2. Isaac Grinshot, age 5. Pestel Kindman, age 6. Nate Kyman, age 10. Manya Kras, age 1. Godo Rosberg, age 2. Mikhail Rasberg, age 8. Seaman Vaynerman, age 8. Lube Turn, age 19. Israel Butruska, age 26. Shannon Goldenshine, age 35. Shaman Blautsky, age 9. Shaja Charner, age 9. Mirla Gluckenstein, age 6. Wolf Kalwasser, age 6. Shala Nagas, age 5. Isaac Rugrund, age 9. Primeta Fakernstein, age 2. Dawam Stakowitz, age 9. Israel Weinstock, age 7. Jizja Janwatsky, age 18. Shana John Weber, age 59. Evelyn Morgenstern, age 9. Chaim Muznik, age 2. Jeannie Schmolker, age 21. Yetta Schlechter, age 4. Mizkak Piroska, age 52. Rachel Zarwak, age 25. Yitzhak Govensky, age 6. Esther Deutsch, age 48. Abraham Perlmutter, age 7. Lova Schumacher, age 5. Yelsa Weinberg, age 3. Shoshana Shenug, age 42. Lob Wazenblum, age 26. Yezek Vidovic, age 47. Abraham Grossfield, age 7. Joseph Chemnitsky, age 20. Toa Landsberg, age 70. Dawood Zimba, age 35. Rachel Appleblom, age 9. Libas Shenenblosky, age 25.
Samir Perlman, age 8. Marik Pulmuter, age 2. Izu Polinitzer, age 6. Anita Rosner, age 6. Erna Rosner, age 10. Ilucia Schmert, age 10. Maitel Schreiber, age 3. Marik Schnitzer, age 7. Yitzhak Shuckling, age 6. Sliker Sliberstein, age 7. Sarah Sterner, age 8. Alinka Stenklitz, age 4. Marjisha Starklitz, age 4. Laiba Schmartzwitz, age 3. Jizia Sparber, age 10. Mariela Hubertsweld, age 3. Michelle Wansberg, age 3. Ludwig Weinsing, age 4. Markela Windisch, age 5. Naima Mithremia, age 6. Ashkak Withremia, age 10. Shaja Beckman, 36. Etta Blinklingian, 24. Benjamin Bilshka, 47. Life of Blardwit, 88. Franziska Bornstein, 24. Shalom Brumbaum, 59. Wolf Diamond, 27. Shamor Ivrisky, 35. Shabak Urlok, 33. Raka Freeman, 22. Gitla Gila, 32. Mansha Goldstorff, 91. Jasha Galeska, 46. Naphtali Gottman, 46. Rosa Goldspan, 25. Rachel Grossfield, 57. Montauk Gross, 35. Joseph Grumgas, 43. Amasha Haas, 34. Abraham Haas, 63. Jeanwell Hushbrock, 41. Nestia Hamblaw, 77. Joseph Hutchholz, 40. Tila Hollander, 37. Ephraim Jacoboshe, 20.
Motel Roth, age 75. Regine Lieberman, age 1. Lisa Lancesinner, age 44. Etel Adlerstein, age 8. Rahel Eisenthal, age 4. Zygmunt Rosenkrantz, age 1. Hirsch Rosenrausch, age 3. Zahler Wild, age 9. Josef Bochner, age 44. Jakob Kuckerman, age 41. Abraham Rashman, age 34. Baruch Rosenstrauss, age 27. Benjamin Rum, age 91. Pepe Wyke, age 64. Chauncey Weber, age 60. Hillel Sobolski, age 18. Wolf Loeb, age 1. Tibby Abraham, age 8. Anita Barani, age 1. Linky Berkovitz, age 8. Aniko Diamenstein, age 5. Esther Fischoff, age 1. Heinrich Goldfried, age 10. Georgi Grunwald, age 2. Aniko Leb, age 5. Miklos Moskowitz, age 7. Bersh Stein, age 5. Zara Weiss, age 10. Raya Notkina, age 3. Giyuri Straussman, age 3. Ersebitz Klein, age 49. Abraham Rosenberg, age 30. Fanya Panchiniskova, age 1. Sonia Zlopinskaya, age 7. Judith Fleischman, age 10. Zal Drescher, age 20. Zeindel Svenfeld, age 22. Tibby Fleischman, age 6. Judith Kinks, age 1. Oshi Kraus, age 10. Michael Fried, age 46. Anna Rauscher, age 62. Julia Schunskengel, age 44. Margit Sibo, age 57. Mose Wiener, age 13. Heinrich Wiener, age 24.
We begin with silence, the silence of death, the silence after destruction, the silence before creation. There are times when songs falter, when darkness fills life, when martyrdom becomes a consolation of faith. Against the unrelieved black of space about us, there are no words to reach, no messengers to tell the full. There is only silence. The silence of Job, the silence of the 6 million, the silence of memory. Let us remember them as we link our silences into the silence which becomes a prayer, which links us with the past, touching the darkness we cannot fully enter, the anguish which is memory and love and life and death.
Mordecai Perwy, age 10. Nachum Reibman, 4. Danny Alperkowitz, 3. Yezekel Aronowitz, 8. Zuzi Billis, 4. Leonia Cerny, 4. Benjamin Hayat, 5. Jihok Kolok, 7. Ben Glazer, 7. Avram Glickson, 3. Azarija Lemshenas, 8. Sarah Michelson, 10. Elchanan Millenmeister, 10. Henya Sendervik, 3. Yona Siev, 5. Moti Turek, 5. Shakal Turek, 7. Shoshana Winnick, 8. Sonia Zuzmanovich, 7. Giza Latucha, 34. Menaje Latucha, 36. Zvi Zipperstein, 54. Tamara Borenstein, 6. Hayam Rajel, 18. Yezekel Rajel, 30. Joel Soriski, 21. Yolanda Sander, 32. Hayam Kuker, 23. Shanina Dajan, 59. Shaja Zabaria, 50. Zui Herz, 20. Ryuan Bohm, 28. Shaya Reiser, 36. Moselle Glazerman, 10. Scipia Der, 51. Shana Kuppersmid, 20. Yanina Kohane, 3. Bracha Kopolovich, 5. Libe Abuz, 5. Meyer Affenkraut, 2. Helinka Alexandrovsk, 5. Jacob Alexandrovsk, 5. Urish Aptalan, 7. Kania Arjan, 8. Henia Arjan, 8. Yakov Auster, 4.
Senya Balazny, 6. Izya Bas, 10. Nelia Chernyakhovsky, 2. Heinrich Demarsky, 3. Sarah Goldschmidt, 5. Galina Groisman, 2. Anya Gurovich, 1. Asya Kaganovitz, 9. Liza Kemmelman, 10. Tamara Kadursky, 3. Fira Kochik, 5. Lena Kochik, 7. Lalya Kortstashevsky, 9. Laura Malyar, 2. Kishmira Mirak, 1. Zoroisia Nokshin, 6. Zoya Etsachaya, 3. Izya Ovrutsky, 4. Tamara Ozeransky, 10. Josef Pentelfeldman, 5. Pessy Rappaport, 8. Ulick Rappaport, 8. Yakov Skornitsky, 7. Lubyov Tabachinovka, 3. Senya Talzyuk, 1. Fanya Lulasovskaya, 5. Peter Vorobyov, 5. Sholom Yabukovsky, 10. Rachel Yaretsky, 3. Tolya Zadenberg, 8. Alochka Zelnitskaya, 3. Zane Vitz, 41. Frum Kolachek, 22. Rachel Lakowika, 56. Dora Muskin, 24. Jeremiah Stolar, 18. Sein Zutzer, 24. Yako Kironowski, 10. Eitel Zesler, 64. Gisela Weiss, 41. Moshe Weiss, 7. David Zumowski, 22. Mordka Gladstein, 41. Fanya Gurvitz, 24. Chaim Kopit, 39. David Werner, 37.
Ava Rosenberg, age 42. Reka Rosenfeld, age 38. Joel Rottenberg, 39. Frida Rice, 24. Melach Sefer, 57. Salome Scribner, 45. Janet Scribner, 47. Nicole Stagentuck, 26. Rachel Sigmund, 52. Peppy Spiegel, 47. Fanny Spitzer, 30. Baruch Spitzer, 36. Reisel Steiner, 43. Enrika Stiller, 48. Major Sussman, 33. Shalom Sunley, 32. Simone Strazen, 32. Moisel Zimkler, 22. Siwi Spiegel, 35. Mosel Swell, 50. Tesla Klebeck, 39. Shanna Vox, 56. Francesca Walden, 41. Rosella Weinfeld, 24. Joseph Besser, 33. Razel Winter, 66. Jacob Wetzler, 44. Alma Westneisser, 61. Esther Wortsman, 55. Bella Weinfeld, 52. Israel Zalek, 62. Eckel Zinner, 22. Zakresta Lieberstein, 14. Shanna Zomer, 27. Yaisel Schwartz, 3. Yossi Goldstein, 7. Jacob Glantz, 29. Isa Feinstein, 3. Ben Chick Feinstein, 8. Sophie Abush, 8. Lebo Ockler, 9. Lendl Fingerhut, 52. Hilda Samsmeiser, 2. Rickel Feingold, 23. Shamil Lamhut, 17.
I'm a child Holocaust survivor from France. I'm going to start by reading a list of my family members. I will start with my beloved paternal grandparents, Solomon Ash, 70, and Flor Dreyfus Ash, 66, who I lived with for the first 5 years of my life and who were murdered in Auschwitz. The rest of the list are other relatives who I did not know personally. Arthur Dreyfus, 49, Selma Marks, 29, Jenny Marks, 36, Tony Kahn, 58, Clara Bierig, 41, Caroline Bierig, 66, Max Bierig, 51, Frida Hertz, 63, Tony Marks, 35, Helmut Kahn, 28, Selma Bierig, Hans Kahn, 36, Ilse Kahn, 22, Rosa Kaufman, 55, Cesar Kaufman, 56, Anna Svern, Max Svern, Julius Kahn, 60, Tony Baum, 46. And now I'm going to read the names of other murdered people, other Holocaust victims. Leja Watts, 52, Chaya Wattsman, 60, Lily Wise, 56, Joseph Wedgber, 24, Benjamin Wedgber, 29, Rivka Wedgber, 46, Mose Wedgber, 64, Avram Richitsky, 10, Yaakov Willenberg, 27, Bila Segel, 45, Baja Fickelman, 54, Zvi Golonziner, 55, Baruch Tenenbaum, 37, Mendel Gluck, 80, Zvi Chait, 37, Meir Haj, 22, Rivka Wade, 26, Yehudit Wade, 42, Khan Koroshevsky, 4, Mala Tenbaum, 3, Jano Hershkowitz, 29, Jacob Kahan, 20, Nachman Cohn, 41, Menahem Silberstein, 26, Rosie Weiss, 30, Joseph Silberstein, 56, Itzhak Silberstein, 2, Elisabeth Fleischman, 33, Pearl Rotenstern, 4, Meshulam Abramovich, 6, Josie Adlerstein, 4, Huna Fishman, 10, Miklos Jasovitz, 2, Chaim Kraus, 1, Lajika Zakal, 3, Jano Hoffman, 11, Adla Abelo, 5, Jacob Hartstein, 4, Jano Hartstein, 6, Yuri Schwartz, 6, Edith Weinstein, 8, Edith Weinstein, 9, Ledbis Winkler, 3, Jano Hartstein, 6, Itzvan Santo, 35, and Heinz Spiegel, 5. That's the end of my list.
Nancy Lefkowitz, 30 years old. Lajos Lefkowitz, 41 years old. Joseph Herstein, 2 years old. Liusa Aranova, 4 years old. Yankel Shalovich, 8 years old. Asya Shalova, 3 years old. Dennis Spitzer, 4 years old. Heinz Schneider, 4 years old. Labe Landau, 45 years old. Maja Pollack, 9 years old. Beryl Karkurin 7, Ginda Karkurin 7, Zandwell Gierkowski 20 years old, James Schwimmer 6 years old, Chaim Nazban 29, John J. Leverpole 7, Joseph Klein 34, Lanya Chirlinskaya 9, Chiwa Perlman 2, Rachel Stirknell 54, Mahal Finkel 21, Israel Goldarbiter 36, Shifra Karner 67, Yaakov Sarwer 31, Shlomo Sarwer 70, Brajel Spielvogel 28, Moshe Stein 30, Jocheved Stein 50, Serla Tabachnik 60, Shlomo Wisniewski 32, Yaakov Wisniewski 59, Aishk Chodowitz 10, Herschel Shadowitz 5, Shmulky Strozenberg 2, Scheindel Chairman 27, Menachem Friedman 61, Belia Gerchek 22, Dvora Mitkovich 28, Branja Newman 35, Nachum Roskowski 40, Simon Rosenzweig 38, Rachel Sitaj 19, Shiwa Zilberstein 34, Mordechai Chamant 25, Leib Friedman 24, Michael Medjewicz 34.
Joseph Sean 26, Margaret Sean 50, Otto Schwartz 10, Lajos Rosner 29, Margaret Hold 7, Susa Reich 6, Farkas Linser 74, Jane Lowy 69, Rachel Nicholsberg 52, Gregory Pressler 31, Miklas Rajin 28, Ilus Reichenfeld 53, Netan Rednalson 34, Carolee Schwartz 12, Elsa Schwartz 31, Bella Sogny 37, Josef Weinberger 34, Laszlo Popper 37, Judith Niederman 10, Margaret Bohem 38, Hirschberger 9, Ziva Berger 11, Goldie Berger 13, Elsbeth Berger 42, Margaret Fisher 49, Hirsch Fried 38, Wolf Frisch 44, Urzi Grass 26, Adele Hersko 14, Lejos Hersko 58, Jacob Hollander 20, Erinka Jekbogus 27, Menias Khan 47, Jetty Khan 68, Guru Niederman 18, Laszlo Niederman 20, Esther Osterschreicher 68, Lenky Pala 57, Stephen Rosenbaum 31. Marjem Sher, 40. Irvin Schwartz, 8. Ilna Schwartz, 34. Benzie Shivermer, 57. Joseph Schwark, 32. Imra Schwark, 44. Elizabeth Schwartz, 19.
שוכן במרומים, המצא מנוחה נכונה תחת כנפי השכינה, במעלות קדושים וטהורים, כזוהר רקיע מזהירים, לנשמות כל אחינו בני ישראל, שנטבחו בשואה, אנשים, נשים וטף, שנחנקו ושנשרפו ושנהרגו, שמסרו את נפשם על קידוש השם. בגן עדן תהי מנוחתם. אנא בעל הרחמים, הסתירם בסתר כנפיך לעולמים, וצרור בצרור החיים את נשמותיהם. אדוני הוא נחלתם, וינוחו בשלום על משכבותיהם, ונאמר אמן. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the souls of our brethren who perished in the Shoah, men, women, and children of the house of Israel who were slaughtered and suffocated and burned to ashes. May their memory endure and inspire deeds of charity and goodness in our lives. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life. May they rest in peace, and let us say, Amen.
Abraham Kreisel, 55. Susie Brill, 2. Jospa Grinberg, 30. Burl Palova, 22. Mordecai Flammer, 21. Miriam Kriegsman, 35. Shlomo Maidenberg, 50. Chaim Rosenberg, 49. Reisel Spiker, 38. Pezzi Steiner, 50. Pepe Stuma, 46. Connie Wechtel, 32. Ruth Thau, 8. Pezzi Rudick, 4. Shmerl Bontman, 12. Rachel Kuckerman, 35. Michael Holzman, 20. Sipa Raj, 20. Haim Raj, 45. Bazi Rajman, 34. Ruva Bas, 9. Oria Kazulin, 7. Adele Cohn, 64. Kamas Schwartz, 13. Margit Rosenberg, 34. Moshe Weinstock, 57. Vela Glozman, 7. Monique Weinstein, 5. Vanya Weinstein, 2. Kati Schwartz, 6. Osher Doin, 36. Suja Vodkis, 49. Sharon Schwartz, 72. Yava Sadovic, 4. Moisha Grilikas, 4. Eli Arensky, 7. Shandel Nudistecker, 40. Sejna Smyrning, 6. Avesh Weinrub, 8. Pinkus Fantuk, 42. Sheps Freund, 42. Baruch Goldstein, 35. Mendel Hecker, 28. Eliyahu Honig, 34. Jakob Krisenblatt, 47. And Leisure Krakowiak, 47.
Gizi Spree, 52. Margit Stiller, 44. Joseph Stiller, 50. Asher Hyman, 12. Itzig Hyman, 13. Saren Hyman, 60. Solomon Hyman, 62. Lazar Hellman, 8. Lazar Hellman, 12. Ruji Hellman, 34. Gisela Reich, 40. Schindel Reich, 44. Solomon Rosenfeld, 32. Moishe Rosenfeld, 59. Miriam Rubenstein, 44. Penny Abramovich, 3. Desha Kraus, 10. Nikolaus Rosenberg, 3. Laszlo Rolf, 6. Zusi Weiner, 4. Herman Berkovich, 46. Yolan Greenbaum, 37. Linnick Kraus, 42. Abraham Schwartz, 54. Joseph Weiss, 44. Laszlo Schwartz, 2. Margaret Weiss, 44. Andreas Bala, 4. Janos Schultz, 6. Ursabet Gilbert, 42. Philip Schultz, 38. Etta Rubenstein, 56. Sophia Persova, 7. Naum Podlini, 9. Israel Wolfovich, 29. Fievel Gerstazo, 35. Feigja Berkovitz, 7. Leah Feurenstein, 5. Polly Greenwald, 10. Adita Hellner, 5. Nathan Newman, 9. Tommy Wrestler, 5. Cecil Wrestler, 10. Aggie Stilberhandler, 9. Ava Schultzart Sussholtz, 9. Eris Weingarten, 9.
Franja Ziegelman, age 8. Seindel Ziegelman, age 10. Abraham Gerkebach, 42. Mose Rajbar, 33. Hino Wajman, 9 years old. Zalma Zisling, 10 years old. Leja Berkowski, 50 years old. Chawa Wakskaustuk, 14 years old. Chana Nuaboski, 24 years old. Enoch Gorodzinski, 4 years old. Meyer Bayan, 62 years old. Rajel Fayan, 62 years old. Kekabab Hajman, 29. Shmuel Rajman, 42. Joseph Spinster, 44. Simon Spinster, 64. Shlomo Fawn, 61. Moshe Khan, 74. Jacob Moslewicz, 62. Abraham Spinster, 39. Moshe Schwarach, 34. Yachak Stowowski, 27. Abramel Zinger, 8 years old. Pola Charshkin, 62. Rachel Kansfier, 28. Judah Rosine, 40. Traja Kazak, 28. Ezek Bribon, 8. Bayala Danovinsky, 9. Yinka Glot, 1 year old. Kayla Janavosky, 7. Israel Janavosky, 9. Tazel Lekovich, 8. Minyos Yanowski, 35. Ruzia Shitker, 10. Raul Brender, 7. Srolik Ruchman, 10 years old. Shmuel Solobonsky, 34. Perla Steinzenberg, 36. Braja Krochmal, 26. Lucia Margulon, 9. Fanny Lipschenschutz, 9. Henry Mayer, 7. Carl Panichwich, 5. Shawashkan Stein, 6. Arnie Swarek, 28.
Zarina Grossman, 43. Lieber Halberstam, 32. Erzbet Kestenbaum, 24. Dezo Kestenbaum, 51. Osi Matthias, 10. Etel Schreiber, 44. Rosa Schwartz, 58. Reza Spitzer, 33. Josef Springer, 44. Ignat Springer, 80. Menyert Zeskas, 53. Tomas Tazik, 19. Moja Weiss, 19. Reza Weiss, 42. Israel Weiss, 46. Gina Weiss, 57. Gisela Weiss, 60. Abram Kukar, 43. Salomon Frankelstein, 62. Laszlo Freund, 28. Lajos Frisch, 54. Dwora Kak, 54. Gino Fulop, 49. Chana Grin, 34. Lima Glecker, 7. Tony Weiss, 40. Carl Koppel, 7. Evie Schotten, 8. Walter Schotten, 10. Ignat Hegye, 62. Ilanka Heimlich, 8. Terza Wajes, 34. Gisela Grata, 60. Leila Grach, 7. Maya Siegel, 3. Basya Zatz, 9. Meryl Zatz, 9. Miklos Fishman, 5. Yisrael Fishman, 41. Gittel Fishman, 42. Susanna Flor, 48. Zolya Rosenthal, 13. Emma Schwartz, 19. Margit Schwartz, 23. Vitaly Klemenko, 3. Shajay Milkjer, 8.
Shava Zanto, 5. Sholumi Ephraimov, 3. Rezi Polasek, 62. Rivka Spicer, 56. Arlette Aptowicz, 6. Rizel Yazid, 67. Sinjna Levatovsky, 26, Zive Marans, 35, Lucia Eisenberg, 7, Gaya Navelt, 9, Bershrick Fetterbush, 55, Abe Whitman, 43, Burl Rimbo, 6, Rania Winzensbursky, 6, Faje Najmark, 62, Israel Ringworts, 41, Dora Snadder, 51, Shawa Zelberstange, 69, Zipporah Kramas, 31, Samuel Zelberstange, 20, Jasak Zelberstan, 37, Heshak Dorn Waj, 32, Mania Berzinsaka, 7, Kawa Rabinovic, 3, Menahem Lichki, 1, Sultana Maitrani, 1, Pearl Ikovic, 8, Lala Spitzer, 10, Bila Pinskosabic, 10, Bihamia Pinsuk, 18, Zaloma Zickler, 49, Izia Kel Nerman, 8, Israel Wise, 5, Sila Kensky, 41, Hajj Itzik, 2, Lumba Boimer, 1, Nusia Dimit, 5, Loiva Franzan, 5, Yasha Steinerman, 5, Batia Bensky, 4, Manjui Summer, 4, Zilly Summer, 4, Rilka Steinmetz, 3, Misha Neymark, 10, Marguerite Alexander, 9, Abraham Beer Day, 50.
Irma Scharf, age 36, Vilma Stern, age 58, Ilona Shabados, age 54, Marika Whittler, age 5, Oscar Weiss, age 6, Shmuel Bruel, age 3, Yehoshua Festiner, age 6, Judith Rosenberg, age 6, Sarah Rosenberg, age 7, Shimon Rosenberg, age 8, Joseph Roth, age 6, Sarah Rosenbluth, age 39, Gorika Lowy, age 8, Miklos Stein, age 7, Hella Shendelson, age 36, Edith Ziegler, age 4, Ebola Spiegel, age 9, Rachel Winkler, age 22, Dezo Weiss, age 3, Miriam Weiss, age 56, Clary Weiss, age 41, Joseph Lavarovich, age 2, Jacob Schoen, age 5, Menachem Steinmetz, age 3, Judith Gutman, age 1, Sarah Roth, age 5, Rachel Roth, age 7. Swerin Friedman, age 58. Rosie Gluck, age 32. Judith Gross, age 1. Etilka Katz, age 32. Ilonka Kraus, age 63. Laios Roth, age 23. Chaim Schwartz, age 60. Ignat Stern, age 48. Jacek Sussman, age 33. Chana Sussman, age 54. Ben Zion Weisberger, age 47. Weiss Winkler, age 74. Joseph Lusvik, age 2. Ilana Kaufman, age 48. Mariska Deutsch, age 69. Miklos Fischer, age 7. Zusi Fischer, age 13. Zidonia Fischer, age 73. Miklo Zelnik, age 53. Also my family that perished in the Holocaust. Gustav Eagle, Tova Eagle, Shalom Mamber, Sophie Mamber, Adolf Mamber, Michael Mamber, Chana Mamber, Batya Mamber.
Yeshayahu Kuzmersky, age 9. Beja Safran, age 53. Moshe Kopchek, age 32. Pearl Pomerank, age 84. Burl Zoberman, 46. Hirsch Bard, 42. Rewa Dichter, 3. Gittel Dichter, 8. Mordechai Dichter, 10. Senjal Chazi, 27. Sheinel Dichter, 35. Riesle Dichter, 62. Moshe Fischer, 39. Malki Rosenberg, 10. Pasek Goidel, 3. Zvi Karpelets, 5. Frida Lowen, 42. Hertzka Lowen, 42. Isidore Schwartz, 47. Andreas Spitzer, 14. Janice Spitzer, 16. Joseph Aisman, 41. Pinchas Wilder, 56. Joseph Stern, 4. Baruch Sachmek, 53. Miklos Stern, 44. Julanda Schwartz, 29. Jagnik Schwartz, 62. Kemke Gaffenwitz, 5. Diana Levy, 6. Nayuma Paker, 10. Chana Swartz, 79. Luime Reich, 30. Henrietta Wilhelm, 50. Carolyn Ehrenfeld, 58. Sandor Gluck, 40. Gabriela Reichman, 49. Sutzi Schwarzbart, 6. Thomas Weiss, 6. Andras Zala, 8. Azig Ehrlich, 58. Josephine Frond, 46. Erzsebet Frisch, 43. Carolyn Frisch, 52. Gele Gross, 33. And Desco Gross, 32. May their memories be for a blessing.
Yosha Eppelman, 18. Rosa Epstein, 10. Rukama Frodkin, 47. Leonid Fried, 12. Hannah Gontman, 38. Mordu Golden, 40. Boris Goldman, 35. Pichet Gierlich, 49. Masha Gurevich, 23. Kraya Guyervik, 35. Clara Yofa, 24. Ganya Kargan, 37. Reza Kakov, 45. Yuda Kalamovich, 37. Shuli Kaminsky, 27. Isak Kapanikov, 35. Motil Kaplan, 3. Sophia Karan, 35. Slada Katz, 13. Mulya Hofkin, 30. Nina Hamin, 6. Kasha Kolik, 31. Yankel Komisar, 51. Isha Kresnor, 46. Rosa Kugi, 32. Pinkush Kunyetsov, 58. Borisi Lockman, 15. Shep Lizaroff, 16. Iron Levin, 19. Dora Levkovich, 4. Frida Lishansky, 36. Volodya Lifshitz, 5. Isaac Lifshitz, 19. Jetsul Lifshitz, 57. Rahil Latvian, 27. Nikama Malinkovich, 71. Sioma Matz, 11. Aliyah Milzar, 1. Simeon Mendelevich, 48. And Frida Minkovich, 20.
Joseph Slekter, 35. Surel Gendler, 5. Leica Gendler, 7. Israel Bunn, 6. Giza Glosser, 19. Moses Hercog, 42. Husha Hockwald, 32. Abraham Spiegel, 49. Miklos Gluck, 4. Rivkel Matson, 8. Layli Mattison, 10. Ruth Blazowski, 4. Hadassah Blazowski, 1. Hazel Vashtain, 7. Burl Verona, 9. Kame Chazanachuk, 21. Friedel
Frieger, 62. Nusha Kokale, 18. Joseph Spivak, 42. Chana Warona, 62. Siwa Levy, 44. Fiorina Anticoli, 2. Luciana Anticoli, 5. Marissa Anticoli, 9. Albertina Di Porto, 3. Emma Di Veroli, 2. Leonardo Di Veroli, 5. Adolfo Di Veroli, 8. Liuba Aaron, 3. Oleg Dakis, 5. Bernard Ablakos, 41. Andres Abraham, 12. Rosa Abraham, 67. Lily Abramovici, 21. Cyril Adler, 57. Karka Aferman, 23. Henrik Ajewald, 44. Sarah Ackerman, 44. Yehuda Axelrod, 60. Moshe Alper, 14. Bernard Altman, 47. Chava Altman, 18. Matilda Ayoriki, 45. Chana Auerbach, 38. Busha Aberbucky, 16. Aaron Axelrad, 56.
Basia Simonovsky, age 22. Yosef Sorin, age 46. Michael Sosnowick, age 71. Yakov Stukolov, age 31. Yuda Suchman, age 41. Anna Tenchalovich, age 10. Anna Tenchalovich, age 10. Iosif Terushkin, age 18. Samuel Trachtenbraut, age 57. Raya Tunik, age 3. Raya Tunik, age 3. Lazar Sipperman, age 39. Lazer Weissman, age 61. Kaya Yevelev, age 43. Boris Zilberman, age 25. Lyova Zisman, age 22. Arkady Zlatin, age 50. Nelia Levidova, age 6. Mendel Garfinkel, age 2. Chana Frojenraj, age 40. Gittel Lembert, age 5. Israel Prepelitsky, age 5. Yosef Daischel, age 58. Moses Meisner, age 72. Shmuel Jacobson, age 51. Lebes Zaniski, age 40. David Raj, age 7. Chaya Flomenboim, age 46. Sipora Fortune, age 6. Gedali Gashansky, age 6. Rebecca Gracier, age 9. Maitek Herzikovitz, age 6. Yaakov Gelbert, age 30. Wolf Gutfrid, age 26. Haman Gutman, age 28. Nehemiah Gutman, age 32. Zero Kowalski, age 40. Yitzchak Manchik, age 58. Salomon Pachter, age 52. Zemeli Rotenberg, age 46. Ita Rotenberg, age 49. Moshe Zepanzer, age 43. David Stager, age 47. Terser Wozniak, age 45. Shiloh Weisbrat, age 2. Pinchas Hemielowski, age 40.
Hers Brieger, age 48. Carl Brett Schneider, age 39. Lubia Rosenstein, age 20. Abram Verstein, age 48. Zeisel Kahan, age 35. Ruchel Chizlevici, age 76. Mazi Kogan, age 69. Moja Kachakis, age 52. Maria Chodik, age 58. Oscar Chodik, age 59. David Dadel, age 37. Isidore Dower, age 51. Sarah Davidovich, age 58. David, age 54. Simon Denchner, age 75. Deso Deutsch, age 45. Rosa Diamondstein, age 54. Sanyi Dab, age 33. Elza Drott, age 18. Pesci Drukman, age 58. Herman Dubb, age 14. Frida Edelstein, age 46. Mordecai Edelstein, age 12. Rachel Einhorn, age 54. Bryna Eisenberg, age 20. Hirsch Eisenthal, age 42. Josef Eiskowitz, age 17. Michaela Engelman, age 31. David Earlman, age 18. Mordecai Etlis, age 64. Ari Falk, age 43. Gitla Farkas, age 60. Ella Farkas, age 24. Lily Farkas, age 32. Idis Farkas, age 44. Chaim Farkas, age 3. Ishiel Feigenbaum, age 33. Istvan Feldman, age 7. Max Feller, age 44. Herman Fenner, age 7. Anton Fiergberger, age 72. Nachman Fidel, age 43. Salman Fickman, age 4. Lieb Fickman, age 28. Oh no. Kana Fickman, age 55. Seaman Fix, age 52.
Herman Gabber, 40. Woli Gandelman, 25. Yehudis Gans, 37. Jekessel Gantz, 47. Ura Gaiman, 21. Batshua Gellis, 22. Malik Gelman, 57. David Gannett, 39. Yehuda Gannett, 50. Yaakov Gershenson, 22. Itzhak Gitlin, 33. Sari Glanzer, 28. Salo Goldberg, 20. Margit Goldberger, 30. Miriam Goldenberg, 18. Herschel Goldenblanc, 61. Caitlin Goldner, 29. Yosef Goldshear, 32. Gershon Goldstein, 48. Ezriel Golergant, 70. David Gorin, 89. Miklos Gottlieb, 10. Jakob Grenier, 55. Shapsa Gritchener, 56. Sarah Grinberg, 7. Benjamin Grinberg, 38. Tuba Grinfeld, 76. Tony Grinbold, 50. Han Grinbold, 51. Celie Gross, 32. Sarah Grossman, 57. Agneta Gross, 13. Samuel Gross, 60. Alexander Grunfield, 14. Mahali Grun, 47. Kalman Grunberg, 54. Aladar Grunberger, 17. Valu Grunzler, 61.
Zissa Cerner, Chaim Plugaci, Max Epstein, Kaya Fagenbaum, Joseph Kurtzner, Sasha Quater, Kaddish Liu, Kana Maruska, Mordecai Maruska, Avraham Makin, Moshka Nachman, Hona Narebchevitz, Elias Nivodowski, Joseph Norbachev, Heska Nodowitz, Rivka Pasco, Pinchas Petrowski, Kanan Rafalowski, Nechama Reisner, Lee Bratstein, Kaya Rubenstein, Rachel Soberlo, Riska Starowska, Miriam Shapiro, Yoka Surik, Moshe Sachter, Zifra Sursinski, David Varet, Shalom Vinegar, Noach Silberstein, Miklos Fischer, Georgi Schultheis, Liula Steiner, Abraham Weiss, Yurik Medzinski, Kava Hohen, Bela Margulis, Moisha Gottsagen, Eto Gottsagen, Rachel Goldstein, Joseph Feinstadt, Amelie Frischler.
Itzhak Preslin, 46. Tiva Savchenko, 30. Isai Shagbagveg, 42. Kayla Schmuckler, 13. Baruch Shor, 51. Mattia Slavkin, 45. Alla Sletsky, 5. Abram Slerdov, 41. Matvey Servdovsky, 20. Moshe Varshasky, 30. Matveya Beatsman, 27. Isaf Zarachansky, 20. Abram Zalikman, 23. Esther Zlotin, 73. Model Balashishkinesky, 1. Miriam Slazonstik, 21. Zelia Balsberg, 6. Miriam Feldman, 4. Julius New, 6. Zalman Gorlikov, 7. Lubov Artakovich, 4. Velv Neminsky, 5. Shirokova Tazblukaya, 3. Moshe Bodlinger, 6. Hania Zetin, 30. Sina Miklikvich, 2. Sofia Miklovich, 4. Dora Miklovich, 6. Mir Uxen, 2. Newt Sheps, 30. Ethel Rubinstein, 59. Baila Karison, 8. Israel Lewin, 7. Zusia Moshenson, 6. Ite Shalitsky, 6. Hana Shalitsky, 5. Jana Diamond, 35. Jarkamil Lukowitz, 33. Monique Singer, 53. Pearl Drucker, 19. Heinik Korov, 4. Nathalie Musinger, 2. China Blasbeck, 30. Baze Dilar, 28. Rachel Halbertsam, 45. Abraham Hofstetter, 51.
Stefa Nussbaum, Reza Wolfkowitz, Masha Abramowitz, Ruth Bainstock, Alta Hershkovitz, Yaakov Hockner, Ella Hockner, Hirsch Laber, Lalik Rob, Razel Reich, Yosel Zeir, Mordecai Weg, Rivka Barron, Joseph Bruder, Malka Kampler, Cecilia Fleshaker, Nacham Friedman, Moisha Glecher, Wolf Goldstein, Shlomo Gross, Benjamin Holler, Rachel Hondgriff, Joseph Hochberger, Chana Bordenstein, Itzhak Bronstein, Celia Friedfeld, Tony Hellman, Hannah Hairstrip, Shmuel Jaffe, Gusta Cohn, Malza Mella, Isaac Newman, Chai Rothman, Smurl Rothstein, Israel Rothstein, Minnie Sapper, Pesha Zechter, Yehuda Spunberg, Rivka Schwartz, Joseph Tannenbaum, Sephora Weissman, Leah Weisserman, Brain Weisbrod, Joseph Fries, Rosia Huberger, Ida Koss.
Clara Koyakaru, 2. Betka Cooperman, 8. Carol Kovitz, 22. Miriam Liederstein, 1. Ruffel Kreis, 28. Hannah Streicher, 39. Rivka Spicer, 28. Abraham Aransky, 7. Tyvo Shugam, 3. Masha Yomtov, 21. Kuti Gutman, 7. Zygus Beckenroth, 16. Michael Zavinsky, 42. Svi Springer, 45. Sofa Wervich, 10. Susanna Hartman, 9. Ruffel Bleich, 3. Yitzchak Harness, 10. Kuna Schneider, 8. Hindela Yermachavich, 2. Sifra Fleischer, 52. Nikolai Mihale, 4. Dow Kowalski, 23. Scheindel Eichhorn, 4. Yehudit Livovich, 8. Sholem Mendelovich, 7. Abram Steiler, 38. Shmuel Weinberg, 3. Ina Gottlieb, 53. Loza Goldstein, 39. Fievel Geister, 8. Faisal Ikovovich, 9. Pesha Yubovich, 6. Elizabeth Hochfelder, 51. Mikhail Israelis, 5. Gabriela Kramer, 7. Mordechai Weiss, 71. Rivka Weinberger, 38. Joseph Fleischer, 7. Benjamin Ndaye, 6. Naomi Musner, 7. Herschel Reichig, 9. Hannah Sternberg, 23. Maja Eichenstein, 3. Benjamin Eichenstein, 5. And Maya Eichenstein, 7.
Janaki Rothenberg, Inda Rosenberg, 24. Janati Rothenberg, 20. Mitya Rubenstein, 29. Nizel Ruckelman, 35. Abram Sadikov, 42. Menachem Siegel, 40. Solomon Sapadash, 19. Moshe Shams, 51. Zelia Shapiro, 12. Ilya Shapiro, 43. Heshia Shapiro, 56. Elka Shevrakosnov, 39, Mordecai Shadakan, 71, Boris Schatz, 27, Zorik Shanakov, 11, Moisei Shenderovich, 57, Vital Sherman, 64, Peril Shastafol, 49, Rivka Shi, 18, Meshran Shalikov, 45, Yiva Shmukler, 32, Eli Shmulevich, 24, Itzhak Schneider, 32, Yudka Schneider, 39, Gersh Schneider, 14, Shaya Shedorov, 47, Betya Spielberg, 8, Betya Spielberg, 8, Gersh Stengrab, 19, Musha Stibman, 39, Yosef Shuti, 27, Simeon Schwartz, 22, Riva Schwartzman, 35, Inda Schvetz, 40, Zhenya Shirota, 46, Mosai Sladowski, 99, Yanko Shripochik, 27, Pavel Slobodok, 21, Berta Slyusarev, 42, Movsha Smololadsky, 70, Anya Sobolev, 20, Anya Solodar, 15, Solomon Sorokin, 41, Kaya Stepanik, 40, Drul Stoliar, 42, Vladimir Surdin, 4.
Gennady Rottenberg, age 20. Inda Rosenberg, age 24. Mitya Rubinstein, age 29. Nitzel Rochelman, age 35. Abram Sadikov, age 42. Menachem Siegel, age 40. Solomon Shabadash, age 19. Moshe Shamis, age 51. Celia Shapiro, age 12. Ilya Shapiro, age 43. Pesa Shapiro, age 56. Elka Shapashnikov, age 39. Mordechai Shatakin, age 71. Boris Schatz, age 27. Zorik Shkurbakov, age 11. Moshe Shenderovich, age 57. Vital Sherman, age 64. Peril Shestopol, age 49. Rivka Shi, aged 18. Mesharn Shayakovoy, age 45. Yeva Schmockler, age 32. Eli Shmulevich, age 24. Itzhak Schneider, age 32. Yudka Schneider, age 39. Gersh Schneider, age 14. Shaya Schneiderov, age 47. Betya Spielberg, aged 8. Gersh Steingrub, aged 19. Moishe Stiebman, aged 39. Yosef Shuti, aged 27. Semyon Schwartz, aged 22. Riva Schwartzman, aged 36. Inda Shvets, age 40. Genya Sirota, age 46. Moisa Skladovsky, age 99. Yankel Skrovachnik, age 27. Bible Sobolyadon, age 21. Berta Shlusarev, age 42. Molvsha Smolyansky, age 70. Anya Sobolev, age 20. Ina Soledar, age 15. Solomon Sorokin, age 41. Kaya Stepanik, age 40. Thrul Stolyar, age 42. Vladimir Surdin, age 4.
Betsy Vidbrobin, age 38. Sophia Bowen, age 16. Mila Volson, age 4. Carla Volovic, age 35. Shifra Voskobinokov, 32. Idzik Yakubov, age 60. Yosef Yalov, age 33. Mikhail Yakovinsky, age 37. Promoka Zadnovitsky, age 32. Simon Zak, age 22. Simon Zak is age 22. Mindel Zak, age 80. Zalman Zalishka, age 26. Stanislav Salzburg, age 25. Ruzia Zetgertzer, age 44. Neoma Zelikov, age 8. Shai Zidramitsky, age 35. Moishe Zovitsky, age 78. Yetzatu Ziblerstein, age 47. Zlata Zutler, age 35. Gitl Zimmerlotskia, age 18. Israel Kuderman, age 42. Sofa Kellner, age 2. Naum Poloninsky, age 5. Menya Press, age 9. Piotr Debarko, age 5. Mordecai Lowe, age 5. Janko Lowe, age 8. Radka Birnbaum, age 38. Yatkit Lowe, age 52. Deborah Reicher, age 33. Zalomo Viber, age 45. Israel Etstreamter, age 18. Reuven Kizovinsky, age 1. Benya Kupervar, age 5. Izia Lizogor, age 7. Simona Shigorensky, age 5. Rania Umanaskaya, age 7. Izia Wyszynski, age 2. Ronia Brokanzjan, age 1. Mikhail Komeninskigov, age 4. Joseph Darwash, age 40. Helkin Hollander, age 24. Zaidi Lichtenstein, age 28. Hirsch Jabokovic, age 9.
Carolee Lovey, 27. Sophia Pollock, 60. Cornelie Rosenberg, 44. Shmuel Rosendorn, 58. Ibolny Ullman, 17. Lena Hershkovich, 1. Moisha Rosenfeld, 2. Ite Rosenfeld, 6. Sophia Barakovsky, 8. Lashi Weisbrot, 8. Hannes Wanberger, 29. Josef Rybak, 7. Laszlo Gross, 4. Sander Gross, 4. Avram Schwartz, 56. Lajos Schwartz, 7. Sander Schwartz, 11. Tibor Schwartz, 9. Sioma Chaikin, 6. Ida Korchevnik, 9. Alexander Barany, 47. Yolan House, 41. Ilanka Late, 32. Gisela Moksh, 65. Elizabeth Winkler, 26. Jacko Winkler, 84. Therese Gut, 49. Julia Gut, 85. Rosa Cardos, 46. Therese Spitzer, 65. Perol Ramovic, 7. Golduli Kislansky, 6. Yankala Kislansky, 8. Marco Kreisel, 2. Laszlo Grossman, 3. Lucy Gluck, 25. Labish Gluck, 32. Nathan Gluck, 36. Lazar Gluck, 25. Teresa Grotzman, 43. Margit Heimlich, 44. Ella Reich, 36. Yechiel Speisman, 35. Moshe Rose, 35. Judith Friedman, 6. Margit Hirsch, 8.
Ichak Norwin, Merle Bangelsaw, Rachel Bassiker, Isak Fried, Ika Golobordo, Jaco Rotskian, Ona Cerbero, Seaman Stern, Mala Trok, Zisa Salwuski, Mara Orliski, Laszlo Ladinai, Ziwi Lorber, Erna Schwarz, Chia Salzman, Rivka Hollander, Abraham Hollander, Erslo Koppel,
I'm going to recite a prayer called the Kaddish. It is a traditional prayer of mourning, but rather being focused on death, the Kaddish prayer affirms life. It is a sanctification of God's name with the idea that there's going to be a promise of a future redemption and hope, even in the times of mourning, that God is good and God is just and God is merciful. So I'm now going to recite Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal, v'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ba'alma divra cherute v'amlich malchute, B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivorach, V'olam olamei almaya, Yit Barach v'yishtabach v'yit Pa'ar v'yit Roman v'yit Naseh, V'yit Dadar v'yit Daleh v'yit Dalal Shmei D'Kudisha Barichu, V'eila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran b'yalma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shloma Rabbah min Shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh Shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the memories of the 6 million Jews who perished in the Holocaust, may the memories be for a blessing. We say again, Amen.
Sandy Mermelstein has been a part of the museum since its inception in 1992 as a volunteer. She joined the staff in 1999. Sandy has completed the Jewish Foundation for the Righteous Summer Institute for Teachers at Columbia University, and Epley Institute for Parks and Public Lands program from Indiana University. She has facilitated presentations for teachers at the museum summer institutes and assisted with the initial planning of content of the museum's teaching tracks. Sandy has planned and taught continuing education for docents and has worked with more than 100,000 school children. She has conducted numerous school, adult, and VIP tours of the museum's core exhibition and traveling exhibitions. She is the daughter of Holocaust survivors and speaks regularly to both adults and children about her parents and other survivors' experiences. She is a 2018 recipient of the Florida Holocaust Museum's Legacy Award.
Hi, my name is Sandy Mermelstein, and I'm a second generation. My parents were Walter and Edith Lodenberg. They were refugees from Nazi Germany. I don't really consider myself a second generation because I was very fortunate. My parents survived and arrived in America before World War II started, and I had grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles. So I'm going to share a little bit about my father's side of the story. So in this picture, we have my little cousin Larry, my mother Edith, her mother Ida Loengard, her father Jules Loengard, my father Walter Lodenberg, and his parents David and Selma Lodenberg.
My name is Walter Lodenberg. I was born in Westerstadt, Germany on May 22nd, 1924. I arrived in New York on my 15th birthday. I met my wife, Edith Lodenberg, also a German refugee in high school. The story you're about to hear could be the life we have, the life we lost, the life we made. Today, May 22nd, 2014, I'm 90 years old.
So that was my dad, and they came from Europe, specifically from Germany. And they both my parents came from this section of Germany. My mother was born in Darmstadt, which is on the map. My father was born in Westisbach, which was such a tiny little town, it's actually not on the map, but it was outside of Frankfurt. So this was a document that was put together by Jürgen Ackermann about the Jews of Westisbach. And he traced the Jews' arrival in Westisbach into 1643. So my father's family arrived a little bit later, but in this little clip that I have, it talks about how my father and his parents had left for America, and Benno. Benno was my father's uncle, who actually lived in the same house that my father did. We'll talk a little bit more about Benno in a
bit. So this is a train station in Westesbach, and it's a rather large train station for a little town. My father says that this picture was probably taken from the front of his house. He lived right across the street from the train station. But the reason they had such a large train station is because they had a cattle market in this little town. And so farmers from the surrounding towns used to come into this area with their cattle. Both my father and his sister were actually born in the house that you cannot see across the street. So this is Benno. Benno lived in the house with my father. It was a 2-family home. So my grandparents and my aunt and my father lived on one side of the house, and Benno lived on the other side with his family. And this document is actually a furlough from a concentration camp, which he actually eventually went back to. But luckily, he survived. He was able to escape to South Africa. So this is a photograph of Westesbach taken about 20 years ago or so. And you can see, even in modern times, it's still a small, quaint little village. This is the synagogue that my father belonged to with his parents. They actually weren't married there. They were married in Holstein, which is where my grandmother was from, which also was not that far. I'm not sure if the synagogue is still standing there, but there was only one synagogue in the town, and everybody went there. This is my father's family. My father's actually not in the photograph because he hadn't been born yet. My grandmother might have been pregnant, because this is my father's sister, Helen, who was about 11 years older than he was, and she looks to be about 11 years old in the photograph. This was my grandmother, Sarah, and my grandfather, David. This is Eva. Eva was my grandmother's only sister, and her husband, Sally. And we'll talk a little bit more about Eva and Sally later. There's also in the photograph Martha and Gustav. We'll talk a little bit about them later. Unfortunately, Martha did not survive. Gustav, however, did. This is Jacob. Jacob was my great-grandfather who died of natural causes before the Nazis came to power. The other 3 people that we'll talk about are Max and Lena and their daughter Sita. All the people that are in yellow perished during the Holocaust, including Sita, even though that's in white. But Max was the only person in my grandfather's family who was formally educated. He had his PhD in chemistry. And prior to the Nazis coming to power, he worked at IG Farben. We don't know a lot about what happened to Max, but he was not fired as soon as the Nazis came to power. We think that he stayed employed at IG Farben until about 1936. What we know for certain is that Max and Lena and their daughter Sita perished, and that they could not escape Germany. The Nazis would not allow Max to leave Germany because he was an intellectual. So the exact circumstances of their death and what happened to them while they were in Europe is unknown. So this is my dad when he was a baby, and his sister. I do not know who this woman is. Like most survivors, my parents really didn't talk about the Holocaust. It wasn't a dinner table conversation. So unfortunately, there are a lot of holes. I was lucky because I was able to talk to my father when we were older, but there were still a lot of holes in the story. This is my dad on his first day of kindergarten. All German, Austrian children started their first day of kindergarten, and they received this cone, which is called a Schultern, if I pronounce that correctly, and it's filled with school supplies and candy. And the idea is that when you start school, you should understand that your education is sweet. They still do this, by the way, in Germany and Austria today. This was one of the last pictures of my father's family before my aunt. This is Helen. This was a little 11-year-old girl, now a grown woman, young woman, left Germany. So this guy is my father, my grandparents. I do not know who this gentleman is or who this woman is. But this was taken shortly before Helen left. Helen was about 23 years old, 23, 24. She had to go to the port by herself, board a ship, go across the Atlantic, arrive in New York City, which was a large city even then, get from New York City to Chicago all by herself. First of all, she had never been more than about 25 miles from her home. And secondly, she did not speak a single word of English when she made this journey. So this town of Vestespark, we'll talk about this a little bit more down the road, was a very, very small, very anti-Semitic community. And what happened is my Aunt Helen had a male acquaintance who was in the Hitler Youth, and he warned her that the SS were going to make a raid in the town and that her parents should leave. So my grandparents left for the day, and when the SS came, my aunt explained to them that they weren't home, they were visiting relatives. And so the SS simply told them, we'll have them register when they come back. Now, my grandfather was already known to the SS in the town, because shortly after Hitler came to power, he told the town's only policeman that he thought Hitler was a kook, and he spent some time in jail for that. But that was the catalyst that made my family decide they needed to get out of this little town. So this picture that you're looking at is the synagogue that my father was bar mitzvahed in Frankfurt. They were already living in Frankfurt when he was bar mitzvahed. And when they moved there, my father did not go back to school. My grandparents decided to send him to work in a bakery so that he would learn a trade. So no matter what happened, he would be able to earn a living and take care of himself. So the bakery obviously opened very early in the morning, and he was on his way to work, and there was a lot of commotion on the street, but he was a young kid and he had to get to work, and he really didn't pay attention. When he got to the bakery, it was closed. So he turned around and rode home, and as he rode by, this fire at the synagogue was just starting. And he just went home and really didn't think that much about it. And then this photograph happened to be taken a little bit later in the day. But this is the synagogue that my father was bar mitzvahed in, and the picture was taken on Kristallnacht. So my dad's going to tell you in his own words a little bit about his experience on Kristallnacht.
Okay, Dad, tell me about Kristallnacht.
Kristallnacht?
Yeah.
When they picked me up, taken to the camp?
Yeah.
Well, Kristallnacht was when they destroyed all the Jewish stores in Germany. Okay? And then they picked up all the men and put them in concentration camps. They came to our house, picked up my father, but he was sick. When he got up out of bed, he collapsed. So they said, get back in bed, we come back. Okay. 2 hours later, they came back, took him out of bed, and he collapsed again. So one guy says to the other, why not take the kid? That was me, I was 13 years old. So off I went to the staging area where the first train to the concentration camp was going to be, out of Frankfurt. And we had to stand up there, we could not get a drink of water, no food, and if anybody fainted, they just left them laying there. You weren't allowed to pick them up. And they all had them in about groups of 100. And when they started to shuffle out, I went to the back. There were 9 other guys my age, and they gave us brooms, and we had to sweep that hall out. About 2 o'clock we were done. And then the SS surrounded us, 10 people, to take us out of the hall, because outside were a lot of women that wanted to kill us. So they marched us through these women. When we got to the street, which was a long ways away, they jumped aside. Well, we were all young, so we ran. I don't think anybody got caught, but they chased us. And I could hear them hollering it all the time, and I couldn't run anymore. So I laid in the telephone booth because they had the high walls on the bottom. And I heard them go by there, they didn't see me. I stayed there for a while longer. Then I went to my cousin's house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I rang the bell. He finally says, "Who is this?" I told him my name. He says, "What are you doing here?" I gotta come in. "No, you can't come in. You gotta go home." He wouldn't let me in. And I never forgave him.
What was his name?
What?
What was his name?
Martin Wilmus. Okay. And so I walked home. Everything was fine. They didn't pick up my father. They let me go. And my mother wrote a letter to my sister, who was already in the States, said, "It's time for us to go." And that's what we did. We were supposed to go to Cuba. We went, she got us tickets to go from Germany to New York, and from New York to Cuba. We stayed 1 or 2 nights in New York, and then we got on a boat to go to Cuba, and they wouldn't let us off the boat either. That's when the St. Louis was in the harbor. And later on, in the last year, I went to Cuba, and I found out that they had no witnesses that saw the St. Louis in the water. I was the only witness they could find. And they wanted proof that I was there, and I said in my shipboard papers that gave time that we were there, and so on. So I never heard from them again.
So this document shows what was going on in the town that my father lived in Vestisbach. So in 25, there's no Hitler, there's no Nazi party. In 32, Hindenburg was running against Hitler. In this particular town, Hitler got 90 votes, and Hindenburg, who was very popular, only got 49. So fast forward a little further, after Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany, another election was taken, and the NSDAP, which is the Nazi Party, received 127 votes. So this was one of the reasons why my grandparents decided that they needed to get out of this very small town. So my Aunt Helen left first. She was sponsored. She was sponsored by this woman, Aunt Flora, and she lived there and she worked, and she tirelessly tried to get my grandparents and my father out of Germany. So she worked this job. She had to get the visas, and she couldn't get visas into the United States. She was able to get visas into Cuba and passage on the St. Louis. So this was all made possible because of this woman, Flora, who I always called Aunt Flora. But come to find out, not long ago, I learned that this woman was not related to me at all. She had sponsored and taken into her home a total stranger. And because of this woman, my aunt probably survived, and as a result, the rest of my father's family survived. So it's a pretty extraordinary story to take in a total stranger, because my father, unlike some people, like my mother, had no family at all in the United States. So they were very, very fortunate for this woman. These are the top is the original arrival papers of my father coming into Ellis Island, and then the bottom, his name and his date of birth. So what happened is, at the last minute, my grandmother decided she did not want to go on the St. Louis. Not because she knew what was going to happen, but by this time, their family was completely destitute. And my grandmother feared that if they went directly to Cuba, that she would never see her daughter again. And so she changed her mind. When I asked my aunt about this, all she could remember about the incident was being furious at her mother. She was working a full-time job and a part-time job and fighting with the bureaucracy of trying to get her family out. And then her mother changes her mind for no good reason. But as a result of that, my father and his parents were not on the St. Louis. They came to the United States on the Manhattan, and they got to see my aunt, and then they went to Cuba on a different ship, on the SS Orient or the US Orient, which was a passenger cruise ship. But unlike the St. Louis, this ship had a scheduled stop back in New York. So even though my father couldn't get off the ship, in Cuba, they were able to come back to the United States, and there was a gentleman on board. His name was Mr. Zucker. He contacted Senator Wagner's office, and Senator Wagner's office arranged for my father and his parents to disembark from the ship and come onto Ellis Island. So this picture of Ellis Island was in the late 1800s or so, but I thought it was such a beautiful picture, I decided to use that one. Next to it, with the bedding, this is the type of room that my father shared with his father. So they separated the women from the men, and my father was here with his father. And I know it looks kind of uncomfortable, but as it turns out, my father was lucky because these dormitories were in better shape than what most other people had. My father could not enter the United States. They had no visas, they had no papers, they had no money, they were trapped. Then on September 1st, World War II started, and the government made a decision to let some of these people in this weird limbo, like my father was in, out. So about 25 people were released in Ellis Island shortly after World War II started, and the government allowed them to basically go wherever they wanted. They had to register with the government. And so my father and his parents and my Aunt Helen went back to Chicago, and my father immediately started school and immediately started to learn English. So this is Edith. This was my father's cousin, who I actually knew pretty well. And you can remember her parents, Martha and Gustav. Gustav survived, but Martha unfortunately didn't. Edith also had a sister. And then there's this little doll, which is very curious. I have a video that explains the story about the doll, but I'm going to wait to show that because unfortunately I've had some technical issues trying to show it through this format. Anyway, Eva and Sally also were in that original picture. They had a very, very tragic story. Eva was my grandmother's only sister. The only story I know about Eva and Sally is that they had a farm, and when my father was about 5 or 6 years old, Sally, I guess trying to find something for my father to do, told him to take the horse into town and water the horse. So my father took the horse into town, and then he couldn't get the horse to come back home. So he was all distraught. He ran home and he said, the horse won't come, he just won't go. And Sally said to him, don't worry, the horse knows his way home. And the horse eventually made his way home. Sadly, Sally and Eva didn't survive. So what happened to them is they were in Frankfurt, where they were rounded up and arrested in October 1941. They were transported from Frankfurt, Germany, to the Lodz ghetto. And while they were in the Lodz ghetto, they lived in this apartment building at this street, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. And Sally died in the ghetto. The exact circumstances of his death are unknown. We're still trying to research that, but they're currently unknown. Eva, however, we know what happened to Eva. On April 11th, 1942, my grandmother's only sister was deported to Halimo, where she was murdered upon her arrival. So the building actually is still standing in Lodz, and it's being rented out, it's being used, because that's what happens, unfortunately. So my father was here, and he went into high school, and he finished high school and was promptly drafted into the American Army, where he served for several years. My father earned a Bronze Star, which had to do with the interrogation of a German officer. But the other thing he did while he was in the Army, which was not as well known, is he had a cousin who was in the French underground. And during the war, my father was stationed in Europe, mostly in England and France. And he was a mess sergeant. So he had access to the food. And in that capacity, my father smuggled food from the US Army to his cousin, Maurice. This was Maurice. who got it to Jews that were hiding in France. Unfortunately, Maurice was captured by the Gestapo, and he had a lot of documentations on him. He was a forger and a smuggler, and he had a lot of information on him. And he was tortured and murdered in July for these activities. He was only 27 years old when he was killed. So my parents' story had a very happy ending. They got married. My parents were married in June 1948, and they were married 62 years before my mother passed away. This is my grandparents, my mother's parents, celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. And it's my mother, my father, and my father's mother. My other grandfather, who, if you recall, my father talked about him being sick. He actually had kidney disease, and so he died in 1954. But they made it to America, and they made a happy life, a good life. And these are more modern pictures. So this guy, my cousin Larry, was the little guy in the wedding picture. And this is Herman and Lena. And I believe this is their son, Rudolph. And Rudolph is the grandfather of these two people here who we had the opportunity to meet a few years ago, which kind of expanded the family, which was very nice. And this is a more modern picture of the family. So this is my niece and her family, her children, with my dad. And this is my family, taken just a year and a half ago. These are my brother's children, two of my brother's children. Someone's not in here. And their grandchildren. This little guy, this is my father's namesake, Walter Lodenberg. And luckily my mother was still living when he was born, so she got to meet him. My father, my parents would have 9 great-grandchildren, 3 of which were born in the months right after he died. And this sweet little guy is my first grandson. He just turned a year old. Unfortunately, my father was not alive to see him. So that's pretty much a very quick overview of my father's story and him coming to America. These are both my parents. The photograph was taken when the Holocaust Museum opened in downtown St. Petersburg. My parents had a good and happy life. They were very fun-loving. Especially my father's side of the family, all the relatives that survived on my grandmother's side of the family, the Rothschild side of the family, they were very fun-loving, mischievous, and you had to have a sense of humor to be in my family. So I know that we're going through tough times now. We're all watching this from our computers, trying to stay healthy and isolated. And so what I thought I would do is I would close with something a little upbeat and insightful. My mother, this part's not upbeat, but my mother suffered from macular degeneration. And after she passed away, she was recognized posthumously by an organization called the Foundation for Fighting Blindness. And the day of that event, I was looking for something, and I actually found something else. And this is a poem that my mother wrote almost 50 years ago in honor of my parents' 25th anniversary. So it's very lighthearted and upbeat and gives you a little insight into my parents and the life that they made here in America. How well I recall the day we were married, and ever the threshold being carried. And just to be honest, I remember sorter. The little episode was my very first order. Wally thought I should walk, but I stood there and started to balk. I only weigh 104, not much of a burden to trot through the door. Apartments then were hard to find, and believe me, we had the smallest kind. We were happy there. We were happy, though, in our little nook. But since I wasn't a very good cook, our parents would often invite us for dinner. Wally's mom was afraid he was getting thinner. They also had a few other fears when we didn't have babies the very first 5 years. Yes, they thought I didn't know how. But in a one-room apartment, holy cow. When finally we moved and had more room, we began our little baby boom. Then they were afraid we wouldn't quit, and we had to reassure them just a bit. The happy years have simply flown. Our kids into young adults have grown. We've had a good life. Can't complain. I'd marry my Wally all over again. No one knows what the future may hold. The first 25 years have been our story thus told. Indeed, we are blessed at our celebration to be here tonight at this occasion. So that's a little bit from my mother, who wrote lots of poetry, very fun stuff. And I want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you stay well and safe, and good day.
Thank you for being with us on this special day. Yom HaShoah originally was created as a memorial to the more than 6 million Jews who perished during the Holocaust, and its full name is Yom HaShoah v'Hagvura, which means the day of remembrance of the Holocaust and the heroism. I think it's unfortunate that that last part often gets left out. Heroism is such an important part of the story of the Holocaust, and it often does not get the attention that it deserves because of the horrific nature of the events. When the museum is open, I am privileged to see that heroism every day. When people who lived through the Holocaust bravely recount their stories of survival and resilience. Their stories are difficult to hear, and I cannot imagine what it is like to tell them. But I do know those stories make a difference. I see it on the faces of students as they realize that history is more than names, dates, and places. It's about human beings and the choices human beings make and the choices we ourselves are faced with every day. To stand by and say nothing, or to speak up in the face of intolerance and injustice. Many thanks to Fawn Walker, Kayla Duryea, Kristen Davis, Sarah McDonald, Ursula Shapinska, and Aaron Blankenship for their time and hard work in reimagining and creating this virtual program. Thank you to those who chose to participate in the names reading and the prayers and meditations, and thank you to all of you who made it a priority to be with us on this meaningful day in the midst of this current crisis. We are grateful for the support of all those throughout our Florida community who allowed us to fulfill this important responsibility of remembrance and reaffirm our own humanity and connection to one another.